we're gonna struggle.
Yeah, I regret
We're
that.
not mature about this.
Can you briefly remind me like what color he was?
Excuse
Well,
me?
that's racist.
Excuse me?
Was he like blue or was he like purple?
I want to try that again without the bigotry.
Isn't he like a
What's the skin tone?
like a space cloud, like the Pillars of Creation or something? Like,
He's like giant. Like I'm in his hand, right? Or like the hands around me.
Let me use this. Let me use this as a learning opportunity for you.
I'm ready to be educated.
He
This
is
is group therapy.
he is colonial white. I'm kidding. No, he's actually he's not fully there. So
Oh, okay.
he has a tone because he is essentially built up of like almost stardust is what you see.
So imagine
Okay.
a world-eating cloud.
Yeah.
We don't
But
see
he's
color.
he's like building his scale. Like he's not fully there. He's almost transparent, but he is
Gaining things to make it be more.
yeah.
Just a
Okay,
person,
right.
or is it just a floating eyeball?
No, it's the full body, but
No,
she's-
like the hand is kind of like
yeah,
everything, right?
yeah. It's
Okay.
he's just
I
fucking
take back
huge.
what I said about him not being beautiful. Is he beautiful to the to my eye, to the naked eye?
It depends
The
on what you.
naked eye?
It depends on what
I mean,
you
he's made
consider.
of stardust.
Would you
He's a
character-
giant being made of stardust.
He is objectively just. It looks like a galaxy, but formed into the shape of a
Never
human.
mind. Take back what I said about it not being beautiful.
awe-inspiring.
Do I get a feeling of like negative energy coming from this being? Do I feel
Bad
nothing at
vibes.
all? Bad vibes, good vibes.
What are the
Are we here
Vibes,
partying
vibes.
or?
I think we said it at the same time.
From a vibe standpoint,
Yeah, vibe standpoint.
he's not
Definitely
really
outside.
he's not giving you anything.
Feel his resonance. Okay.
Like he's not providing anything back to you here. You're looking at this thing, and it's difficult to even understand whether it's like a living being or if it's just a collection of
Or
stars
if I'm
and
like
dust.
hallucinating
Yeah,
it into okay, all right.
exactly. So
That'd be
it's
sick.
kind of interesting because of that. But he is definitely he doesn't really have an expression because he's so massive in scale. You couldn't even you would have to be super far away to even tell what his face expression would look
Okay,
like.
okay.
One of
Thank
those
you.
zoomed in games. And you
I feel
zoom out,
much more
try to figure out what it
educated
looks
on
like.
him.
Also,
Got
he's
it.
also
Like
he's
big pores.
he's really cool. He's
Okay.
just yeah. He's
It
cool.
sounds like he looks cool.
he might even use like lingo. Like he's cool.
I think we're about to
Okay.
find out.
So I will. So I'm like crying, right? Because I am stuck in the astral plane and I want to come home. But then okay. So go back to when you said, "What do you see?" Because I'm not going to say he's ugly.
What are you looking at? What do you see?
A lot of it is darkness, but there's something holding me. There's something around me.
I believe that's how space works. What are you talking about?
I've never known space to hold me, but let me try again. There's a
That's what you
hand.
look like. Oh,
There's a
see,
hand.
there we go. That's something.
There's a hand holding me, but it's probably about the size of how big is it?
like a galaxy.
I was gonna
Like his
say,
hand,
how loud
his
is like-
hand.
His hand.
Like it's kind of like underneath.
Immeasurable.
Imagine you're looking at like a mountain range from space.
He's very large.
Thank you.
The
Look
hand
like a
is.
troll, like a cyclops, like
I can't see his face.
like
I assume it's a he.
We're
He's
racist
made
and
of-
sexist.
It's just a form. It's just a humanoid form of stars.
really big.
Yes. I cannot see his whole being.
Oh, okay. That's what
Unimaginably
you
big.
mean.
And he's just holding me. He's not doing anything. He's not saying anything. And I don't necessarily feel any sort of presence from him. But he's just there.
So, how are the vibes?
Neutral vibes.
Immaculate.
Neutral vibes.
The neutral
that's
vibes.
That's better than negative vibes.
Well,
I
I'm saying
suppose.
that, there's negative vibes from me being stuck in the astral plane and not
No,
being
no,
at
no.
home. But the Starman, the Starman.
Okay, Starman's not putting off negative aura.
Neutral vibes.
Okay.
Neutral aura.
She's putting off negative vibes right now.
neutral aura.
Hand it back over.
Are you relaying this to us, or are you
I
just?
mean, what he's talking
I
about.
mean, I'm talking out loud. Just, I'm talking to my wrist like, what do you mean?
And he's like Starman.
Galaxy Man.
He's yes.
Starman.
But you. So where's my mother? Did you guys go find her? Can you guys go find her? I don't really know how I got here.
So if
She might know.
Walter is describing a little bit of this, or we're getting the back and forth, does this sound like what I saw? Mine was not neutral.
So,
We're
No
both
neutral
neutral
vibes.
well, I'll be. So,
Bad vibes. So
what
bad
you
vibes.
see standing there is I'm like, Star, big as a galaxy. I'm like,
And I'm hearing you say neutral vibes.
Neutral vibes.
So did I see a similar thing, or did I see something different? Vibes aside.
Oh, I don't know if we can put vibes aside here. But yeah, you saw the same shit.
That saw.
Saw.
yeah, she did. She saw him. Yeah.
No, that's the thing that has my husband. That's it.
Oh, the creature.
Yeah, it's going to take her.
Oh, wait. Shit.
This is a problem.
It was fine until now.
I don't know if it would help or hurt to tell her, but I'm just not neutral vibes.
She's being held in place, I guess. So there's not much.
Can
that
she
should
talk
be
to
done.
him?
Have you tried talking to him? Is it really a him?
It was for me.
Have you tried talking to him?
It.
No, I don't know that he would hear me or care what I had to say.
You never know until you try. Talk to the Starman, please.
The tone of this exchange is very happy.
That was just like
Again, I'm
All
not
the
getting negative
shit that
vibes.
just
like-
happened.
It's about to get
Before-
negative.
Before
I mean, someone's
before
going crazy
I
on the
try
side
and
here.
talk to him, can you answer my question about my mother?
Yeah, your mom ran off.
Who
Supposedly.
is going after her?
Well, when I get done speaking to you, I will be going.
There are other people in the party. Don't you think that one of them could go after my mother to figure out why I'm here?
Well,
You
Thrice.
can keep talking to me on your wrist as we go and find as
This
you go and find my mother.
conversation is using all of my bandwidth right now. Right. Well, Thrice just dragged the guys off.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker.
We've got to find your mom. Goody got a coin. A lot's going on right now.
Oh yeah, I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not unusual
Shock.
either.
Yeah, like a
We're
lost.
very on
I'm
point.
assuming you're like walking
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna go after your mum. Why don't you?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go after your mum. You shout at the Starman.
Okay. So back to me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, that's
The
okay.
galaxy revolves
So-
around her right now.
So I'm in the astral plane. I'm being neutrally cradled by this starry hand,
Literally crazy.
In different vibes.
and excuse me, Starman.
It might be relevant.
You don't hear this.
No,
Okay.
it might be relevant to tell you that Vel said Saw. The name is Saw.
Its name is Saul.
That's what she told me.
Excuse me, Saul.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, Saul. Have some more.
What?
Saul, I believe. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Winnie Faraday. I have mistakenly come to the astral plane somehow. I'm not sure how yet. And your hand is cradling me. So I feel like we need to acquaint ourselves with each other. If you care. Okay, I've talked to him. He hasn't responded yet.
You do not get a response.
Damn it!
You do see that from your proximity, it's hard to really tell, but it looks like his shape is adjusting slowly,
To what?
just like he's tilting down.
Look at you. Oh.
But he's not saying anything. But as the literal space around you is being manipulated by his presence, just
Ooh, I got a lot of anxiety. Mandy did. Thinking that.
Many have lots of
Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this, thinking it's on my wrist, but I guess it is now.
It is. We
Um,
both have one on our wrists.
Sure.
Not
I've
have to be
gotten.
shitty about
I've
it.
gotten.
That's how they were made. Your mom made them.
There's so much relationship tension here.
Just fuck already!
So I have not gotten a response, but it does seem that he is lowering himself to me. His upper body, I don't
Is there a way
know.
to rephrase that?
I think the joke is going over my head, but I
yeah. That's why I had to go lower.
he's leaning down to his hand where I
Got
am.
it. Okay, got it.
And but he's large, so it's going to take a while.
Right, well, keep me posted on the.
My God, you guys!
We're not in the mental state for
We're
that.
talking about his big old space penis.
Yeah.
His intergalactic cannon.
As Saw leans down.
As Saw torques himself to.
I didn't realize Winnie was the throat go to the astral sea.
I'm not!
I thought we already had
Everyone else is! As he is getting closer to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Am I getting any negative vibes then? Are the vibes changing as he gets closer?
Make a vibes check.
Okay.
Vibes check.
Inside.
So
Roll for
inside.
vibes.
It's inside, but
Vibes.
it's more fun.
It should just be main
Shit.
vibes. While they're having their conversation, if anybody's not noticing me, I'd like to go and see which direction Ellen might have gone, or possibly catch the direction.
13?
Remember, she sprinted away back to her house. I mean, she said where
Yeah,
she was
no
going.
one has
Yeah.
followed her.
I just want to see what direction she's going.
to
It's
her
been
to her
moments.
house, like
Okay.
right back
It
where you
didn't
guys
look
came.
like she was.
Didn't know if we could see the particular building.
I mean, it is hovering.
This, no, I'm talking
So,
to you while
yeah,
they're
probably
looting
see it.
bodies.
I know.
You can probably see it.
Yeah, 13 is my insight check.
Vibes are stagnant.
Shit.
Sta-
I'm sure they'd be negative if I had better insight,
They're
but I'm in the
sta-
astral plane, so
They're stale vibes.
my insight just can't
Don't worry, he's coming.
vibe closer. He's,
It was late, but I had to.
I'm still okay.
He's almost
Wrong one. I'm still okay.
I want to imagine this is really what she's doing the whole time.
Vibes are still neutral.
Still better than bad vibes. We're going after your mom.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, no.
He already hung up on you.
Yeah.
In my head, he went, alright, I'm gonna mute for a bit.
He's still
Mute.
leaning down. Over.
As he continues to shift his body and his frame, it's almost like as you look down, it's like the hand is getting. It's like a vice. Like his hand is coming up and his
Ah.
head is like tilting down. So
I don't
you're
feel cradled
this at the
anymore.
moment, and he's like, but it's very, very slow. But the weight, like you can feel the weight and the gravity, literal gravity of this being pulling you in each direction as he gets closer.
Yeah. Am I in pain? Yeah.
No, you just feel the force, like you
Okay.
feel the draw. And there's that very similar sound of what you heard during the demonstration, that vibration that creates a sound wave that is just, but it's like a perfect tuned sound. Like it is just there's no fluctuation, there's no missteps here. It's just a constant hum
tone. Okay.
as he's
But if you start running, you'd still get caught.
Oh, I'm stuck. I
Yeah,
can't
she
move
can't
at
move.
all. I'm surprised I can talk. Thank you, DM.
Oh yeah, then how are you lifting your hand?
that's for fun.
Okay, yeah. I'm just shouting into my wrist.
I mean, the hilarity of it, we can say that you're able to move your limbs, but you just go nowhere. Like you're just like
okay.
stuck in space, like
Or maybe I
physics.
just landed like this.
Like
and I'm
no,
stuck.
no. I think it makes more sense. Like the physics just don't work for you. Like
Yeah.
you want to move, but there's no friction to move against. So you're just like,
Literally in outer space, like
Mhm.
an astronaut, and you just can't move.
You got no propulsion. Just going.
Typically, if you farted.
Sa, if that is your name, I am sorry if I have done anything to upset you, or because I just can't tell if you're mad at me, or I'm here for some larger reason.
are you mad?
Maybe it was this morning.
A bit of both. Because your hand no longer seems to be cradling me. And it seems to be, like, maybe less neutral now.
It just keeps.
What do you want from me?
So you're following Mama, right? You're following Elowen?
No, I was thinking Drexel.
No, not Elowen.
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
No, Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Sorry, I was with his niece this morning, Evelyn. Sorry.
Sorry, no, I was referring to Ella and Drexel, seeing which way she was going.
Oh, you weren't talking about the mom. Oh, that's awkward.
Man, fuck your mom.
Actually,
That's where I
Didn't she
am.
say-
I'm in the battery.
Did she ban?
yeah,
Yeah.
she bet you wouldn't have seen her go anywhere. She poofed.
Okay. Didn't know
Um,
it, but yeah. Then
She
I guess
could be poofing.
if she
you know what I mean?
poofed, then I probably would go after her mom because she has
Yeah.
the object, right?
Yeah.
I'd be running wherever Volter's running because he's saying the saw thing, so I'd just be like following. Like,
What else is she saying?
Yeah. Okay, so you're following the mom now.
Yes.
Why don't you put me on the line with
She's-
Belle since she knows so much about stuff?
She's going up. She's going
You're not
up
there.
into her tractor. She's tractor beaming up into her house right now.
Grab her leg.
Get over here. She's you can follow her up. She's not like
I'll go after her. I don't want her to do anything bad.
so you get up inside this thing with her and she's already got this like battery on this table and she's got like a hammer.
I'm going to snatch it away from her as fast as possible.
Oh my god.
You go to try to snatch it away and her robot
I don't remember.
was
his
it
name.
Spark.
Spark. Yes,
Spark.
her Spark like grabs your wrist. He's like, "No. You can't do that."
No.
I'm
No.
And then she looks back and sees you. She's like, "How did you get in here?" Never mind. Leave me be. I need to figure this out.
I don't believe smashing it with a hammer is going to solve your problem. We don't need to destroy the very thing that may be encompassing your daughter.
If she's inside,
Well, I don't think breaking it is going to solve the problem. She's not just inside of it in a smaller miniature version of herself.
have you ever made an egg?
I know how to make very good omelets, and yes, there are several cracked eggs. But this is not an egg. This is a creation of a being outside of this realm. So I'd advise you to probably leave it be until we can find out.
It's a shitty personal battery. I can handle it.
I don't think that's the right move. But if you want to destroy your daughter and take any chance of getting her back, go ahead.
And she looks at you with fierceness in her eyes, and she like steps towards you, and she's not a very big individual, but she steps towards you. You're still being held by Spark right now, and she looks up. She looks at you and looks up, and then looks back, and you just start hearing behind you, ting, 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 ting,
Oh, boy.
ting, 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 ting,
What a crazy bitch.
and you turn, and there's 20 Sparks,
Hmm.
and they start like stepping towards you, and she says, "If you think you are going to come between me and getting my daughter back, you have another thing coming."
I'll put up my hands, like, I'll leave you to your work as a scientist, but just know, when that breaks and you need to find your daughter again, you and I can maybe strike a deal.
What sort of
My god.
what sort of deal? What could you offer me?
I'm
You'd probably
sorry.
pay someone to tie your shoes for you. You don't have anything of value to me.
I understand your anger in this moment, so I just leave you with that. I can make you anything you want. I can give you the universe. But after you've made your mistakes, I find a lot of people learn their lessons then. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to leave.
Spark, take out the trash. And she turns, and you feel like multiple metal hands grab you and lift you up, and just and the main Spark, the one that originally grabbed your wrist, he says, so sorry about this, and throws you out the bottom.
So sorry.
Is he just like falling?
It's about a 20-foot drop.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Am
you
I
have anything.
approaching at this point? Because I would have tore off.
Probably, yeah. You guys are probably following him at some point.
I'm gonna begrudgingly catch him.
I mean, I had like 22 extra.
Oh my god, please catch him like this and
Yeah,
have
like
a nice
Princess
little
style.
moment. Have a nice little moment with each other.
He
And then you
decelerates the
drop him
landing.
from there.
What
I'm
have, you,
gonna catch you if I can.
what have you gotten yourself into this time?
My hero.
And he flips his hair out. his horn just. All right.
This love triangle going on right
I
now.
want to say something while the astral plane, please.
Okay, does anyone else want to do anything with Faraday? What do you want to say?
Volta, you said that Vel knew who this was.
She seemed like she had an encounter with him before, yeah.
Can you put her on the phone?
What's a fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put this on.
Alright.
Vel, do you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. So, Volta doesn't know much about this thing, and it was hard for me to describe, but he's a big, starry thing, humanoid creature. His hand was cradling me, still is, and he's leaning down towards me. I can't decide if there are any sort of ill intentions or positive intentions, but Volta did say that you've had experience with him. Can you tell me more about him before he gets here?
Well, so
As he's
Before he gets here.
So
I need to be
here's the thing,
prepared.
I would get the fuck out.
Well,
Because-
that's the thing. I can't move. I'm stuck in this place. He has a lot of gravitational pull, and so I'm stuck between his hand and his upper body, which is slowly, and I mean slowly, leaning towards me with every passing moment.
The last time I saw him, he swallowed my husband and daughter whole in the last dream I had and used the phrase itherbound. I don't know what that means. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Itherbound?
Itherbound. I don't know what it meant, but that's what he said to me was what they were, and I would not be surprised if he's trying to keep you too. He doesn't seem like the type to let people go.
Don't want to be eaten.
I
alive.
can you move?
No.
Can you think about moving?
What do you think I've been doing
I
since I've
don't
been
know. I
here?
just know the astral plane has different ways of handling things. Maybe if you try moving in a different way, it will work.
What was your husband's name?
Elias,
And what was your daughter's name?
Sarai.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna try something. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. I don't know.
She already hung up, so.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
she,
kidding.
Yeah, you can call me.
She goes, fuck.
You want to try your thing first?
I want to try. I want to try.
I might be
using-
reckless.
Yeah, I want to try using the tether that I've been practicing with Telly and see if I can like see what's going on. Like use the tether that I'm trying to use.
Hmm?
Tell me what to roll. Tell me what to
D20.
Tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do.
DM.
just roll.
Here you go.
Just roll that shit. Granny style.
12 is what I got on the die.
You're not able to tap in.
Okay, so
Too much of an amateur, you know?
I'll be sitting there trying.
she'll get their pension.
You're
Only level 5.
experienced into this point.
Yeah. Yes,
Saw, I know that you are getting closer. But I don't want to be eaten alive. I'm not sure if that's what you do normally, but I have been told that you may have swallowed whole 2 loved ones of my friend, Callias and Sarai. And I don't want to be itherbound, whatever that means. And do I see him yet? Do I see his face?
The big ass planet in front of you?
Oh, he's a planet? Okay.
He's the size of a planet.
I know, but
So again, like,
but I feel like I'd see something.
sure. But think of it like this:
I mean,
if
there
you go
are-
out, if you go outside our house right now
Uh-huh.
and you stand a foot away from the brick,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see the brick,
Okay.
but you wouldn't be able to see what the roof looks like because
Yeah,
all you
okay.
can see is brick. That's kind of what you're dealing with right now. Like he's
it's
so
hard
big.
to imagine. I know.
He's so
okay.
big compared to you that like all you see is like this dust cloud of like stardust, cosmic
Okay, and
stardust,
that's
and
just
he's
getting
built
closer
into a
and-
frame. I'm just giving you Mandy the view of like the grand scheme of like he kind of looks like a person,
Okay.
like his head, but like for you, like it's
We
almost
just see a
it's
big
almost like
cloud of dust.
unnerving for you to even like know that it's like a potential being. Like it just
Yeah.
looks like a
Oh
big
yeah, no,
cloud.
I'm
of-
unnerved. When he's unnerved.
Nerve.
all my nerves.
But I, again, am sorry if I have done something that is going to lead to me being swallowed whole. I really don't know what else to say. I've never been in this situation before, Saw. So I don't want to be ither-bound, whatever that means. Is there anything that I can do to save myself?
Mention resonance to it or whatever. Talk about I don't know,
Resonance!
something that resonates. That's probably how you got there. We
This
think.
is such a beautiful tone of yours. I just learned about resonance from Ellen Draxel, and it was quite.
Name
dropping.
It was quite a spectacle, and then it was ended, and then I was put here. And you seem to have a lovely
Can you
tone.
imagine that?
I wonder.
You just continually hear the.
Were you the one who interrupted Elowin's thing?
Is he making us? Is he making a sound?
Of course, he's making a sound. It's
Can you
beautiful.
hum the sound? I don't know. Try and match pitch with him. You ever say? You say it quiet. Try it. I don't know.
Sure, I'll hum and.
I'm still trying.
He's like, that's amateur. Okay.
It's not the same.
It's not the
Um,
same.
You just
What,
missed.
And we're supposed to wait till morning.
were you?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. Take some
Were you the one who interrupted Elowin's resonance demonstration? Is it not?
That's closer.
Is it what?
Your was closer.
No.
Was
you're
it not? Is it not okay for residents to be shown in the mortal plane? Is it? Were you offended? Am I getting anywhere?
No.
Damn it. Were you offended? Is there a message that I can take back to the material plane? Do I have to like worship you or something in order to get out of this?
All right, let's make this. Let's make this roll bound because you're.
Sure.
Listen, okay, I'm a sweet little person from Galeport who's only worked on little machines, and then I get pulled into the astral plane with this starry being. I'm scared but can't show it. I'm trying my best.
Nothing's helping.
I've asked a lot of questions to this thing. Okay, I'm trying.
What is Faraday
What
doing
roll?
to the... What
What
is
roll?
Faraday doing to the
You just
fox?
went on a whole tangent.
Tangent.
All I said, I'm gonna make you roll, and she's like, "Listen."
I thought you were making me roll because I'm just literally getting
Floundering?
nowhere.
No, no, no.
Floundering.
It's not the flounder. It's just that you're missing what my point is for
Uh-huh.
you to have to get there, and like
Okay.
asking questions clearly isn't going to be it. So I don't want you to just keep asking questions thinking that that's going to be the solution. So I'm going to make you
It
roll
would be
something.
what Winnie would do though. So
Right.
Okay. what
Right, but
roll?
I'm gonna have you roll another insight check. But this is gonna be insight on more of the situational insight, not insight on the being. So like based
Okay,
off
yeah.
So
what
would it be
you're.
like investigation? or something?
No, wait.
I wouldn't say.
Investigation's higher.
I wouldn't say it's investigation.
Okay, whatever you,
No.
Fuck.
You can't even see her.
I know.
whatever
What's the possibility of
you
having
said
sex with
insight.
this being?
Higher than you think.
Yes.
What'd you say?
You said insight.
Insight, yeah. Sounds great.
11.
Sounds promising. Vibes are still neutral. I will say, because I already told you outside of the game, that
There's something.
it doesn't seem like he is able to communicate like that in the vocal way.
Okay, I'm gonna go a third above his tone.
Okay.
Give me his tone.
And you see his like frame like
Ooh.
and he kind of stops there.
I'll go a fifth.
Back
Oh,
to
no.
you.
Go.
Damn.
So you have him cradled. It's a beautiful sight.
We've got to stop meeting like this.
You make my heart power walk.
So I'm assuming you told Mom what was up and that we've got all this feed out in the morning.
Would you like to put me down? Or are you trying to sweep me off my feet? Oh, no. Did I do what now?
Is the hole still open?
No. No.
She had a little elevator.
She said now.
Right. Well, did you tell her mum that we've got a lead on how to get her daughter back? And she just ran off and took. I saw you go up with her. So
Well, yeah, I mean, in case you don't notice, I ran off too, so I haven't had any clue what the hell is going on with you. I mean, you're talking the wristband thing, but I've not been here.
no, I mean, Eloise, when she disappeared and flipped whatever at you, she said that she could figure it out if we came and met her in the morning.
Well, yeah, but I felt that Eleanor running away was probably a little bit more pressing, considering she looks like she wants to bang the grab Evan. And guess what? She's up there trying to hit him with a hammer.
Did
She
you,
threw
did
me
you
out.
not tell her that we could figure it out in the
I
morning?
told her that was probably a bad idea, and she went ahead and proceeded to get the rest of her metal cronies to intimidate me fairly well to realize that it's time to save my own hide. So when she makes her mistake, she can come talk to me afterwards.
Is there any windows up on the forge?
Yeah.
Is there a balcony or anything?
I don't know about a balcony, but there's definitely windows.
Can I fly up to the windows and see what she's doing?
Yeah. So you fly up there,
Oh yeah.
and this platform is moving up the road kind of slowly, like it always does. But yeah, you get up there, you fly up, and you see that she has this battery pack in this, like, it's hovering on her workstation, and it's at this point it's like an engineering blueprint where it shows like the device, but then like all separated out. It kind of looks like that. Like she has it completely dissected and pulled apart, and like the energy core in the middle, like the actual crystal, is at the center, and it's like pulsating like the bluish purple hue.
Is it like when it was doing the resonance, or when it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very similar to what the Aetherheart, the actual like mountain, looked like before it.
Can I go to like where the window is? Where I mean, she's working by a window, I'd imagine. No, like I
What a
meant.
fucking assumption that was.
No. I guess in the description of the place in my head, there's like this big ass curved workbench that is like amongst the windows.
Sure.
That is covered in shit. That is covered in like broken.
I was thinking her main workstation was more like central to the platform, and then she had. I do like the idea of like the ship field, like workbench, but like where she is right now, it's more like in the middle. But I mean, this whole thing is not very big. Like you can, if you tap on the window, she'll hear it. Is that what you're trying to do? Yeah.
Don't do it.
She looks up, and like tears running down her face. She looks up at you.
Miss Faraday,
Tell her we've got a plan.
your daughter is in the astral plane.
I can't.
So I want to like take some fire, get it really hot, and like on the glass.
Oh, that's sick.
I just pull out just a small bit, so it's not threatening. Just she's in the astral plane.
Oh,
The Volta, the emo one downstairs, was able
What are
to
you
talk to
saying
her,
about me?
and she's with some giant dust cloud being that is scaring her.
Stop.
All I know is that battery pack was made by a dead gnome who made a deal with the broken horns.
With the devil.
So I don't know who exactly made that battery pack. But please don't break it. She is a good friend. I would like to get her back.
and she like walks away from her workbench and like climbs up one of the ladders to get up to where the window is, and like gets like face to face with you through the window and your hole.
Yeah.
And she's like,
She
and
went
she's
the
just,
other one.
and you just see like the redness of her eyes, like she's been crying profusely, and you just see her and say, "How can we get her back?"
It happened during the resonance performance with Miss Drexel. We have a meeting with her tomorrow morning. We should meet with her now. If Winnie is in trouble in the astral plane, we don't have time to waste. But we don't have any sway here to meet Miss Drexel.
Hmm.
She gave a coin to one of our party members, but it was tomorrow morning.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because that was a good pitch. I liked it. That was good. I liked it.
I liked it.
Thank you, because that was an 18 and a 1.
Yeah, we'll go with
So
the
I think
18.
that's a dirty 20.
All right. She's like, well, if we can't get to her, get her to me.
Okay.
Find a way to bring her to me.
We'll do. And I'll.
And
Yeah, then that's that. Then left.
as you drop down, you see the shh, and spark drops down, and it closes. And he looks. I guess it's just you two, and now you back down there. He looks at the three of you guys. He says, "I'm gonna come with you to help."
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
Brother!
Right.
We need to go. She said to get Miss Drexel and bring her here. That's what you
Now?
Well,
Yes, it makes.
Winnie is facing a giant cloud being. We probably don't have time to waste. Do you want to wait for Winnie to be cloud?
You all speak too much. We should probably
You
leave.
don't have it.
I
Do you know where Miss
No,
Drexel
no.
lives?
Yes, follow me.
Cool.
And he just like.
Is he like leading us?
Yeah.
He probably
Hey,
knows where she
What's the
lives.
situation with Starman?
Over.
He stopped when I hummed back because he's giving off some tone, and I gave one back, and he stopped. So I'm going to continue doing that
Toning him.
So he stopped.
as of right now. Oh,
Good. Okay. Keep doing whatever you're doing.
All right, I'll be here.
Also, this fight is stopped.
Yeah.
I'm not there. So.
Yeah.
Plus, Aberdeen's not that smart, so.
Yeah,
Do we
yeah.
see the rest?
We
Do
run.
we see the rest of the group as we're following Spark?
I mean, yeah, because he's running past like where the gala entry
Yeah.
would be,
I'm
and so there's like
"Hey,
a pile
we're
of
all about
bodies. You guys are.
cleanliness."
Yeah, what are y'all doing with the bodies? Let's go over to you guys. What are you? last time we spoke, there was a pile of bodies.
Right. There was
So-
a headless one, and then one with a head, and I was dragging both of them off to find somebody to bring them back.
Speak with them.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, yeah. You were trying to intimidate the townspeople to speak with dead.
Yeah, it wasn't working out too well for me, but I was doing it.
So, what are you guys doing right now? Are you doing anything else? Are you trying anything new, or are you still going with that strategy?
We're going with that strategy. It's not working, but I'll do it.
Not worth it.
We can deal with the bodies later.
What about three of you?
Probably just.
I'm probably trying to make her feel better. She's crying.
How?
Are they still at the gala?
Well,
Yeah.
because he's
He's yelling at me.
He's
and
yelling
y'all
at
are being
her.
crazy.
I'm yelling at him.
Well, I yelled at her. I'm not
Yeah,
currently
well,
doing
I
it
have
anymore.
to
I'm yelling at
first.
citizens now.
I've moved my focus.
So I'm going to focus to you, trying to make you feel better.
Yeah. I'm probably
Same thing.
like following his wake, just being like,
There's a big blood trail, probably.
huh?
There's probably a blood trail you could follow.
Following the blood trail. I'm following the blood trail. And then I probably
well,
at
it
this
doesn't have a head, so.
It's gonna burn it.
we're leaving some bodies behind. So I guess
Well, that's everywhere you guys go.
yeah, we're sticking true to ourselves.
Okay.
We have a theme. I like it.
All right. What about you?
I'm with them.
He was talking on the
I
wrist.
was
She's
talking
talking
on
on
the
the
wristband.
wristwatch.
All right. So do you guys join up with them as you see them jogging past you?
How far in the distance, or how ahead do you think he is from me? Like
He is?
Yeah.
That's up to him. I have no idea how fast
probably
how
speed
aggressively
walking.
he's trying to find somebody
Yeah,
to speak
like-
with
I
dead.
mean, I'm not moving fast. I don't have a lot of strength, and I'm moving two bodies. So.
Oh.
So not very fast.
Yeah, you can catch him.
Okay.
He's dragging the bodies.
So yeah, I'll probably try to catch up and be like,
Is there anything I can do to help? Other than not bring him back to life.
Well, then he's gonna keep going.
This was like a horribly abusive friendship.
It wasn't like this before the murders.
Yeah, I'll change up.
They-
Murder changes everything.
I hate when that
It
happens.
just, you know,
Crazy.
really puts a damper on a friendship.
The murders, you know.
You would think that she'd be ready, being friends with an assassin.
If we're
She
gonna,
didn't know you
if
were
we're gonna pass by them,
Tesla robot.
I'll let them know to meet us back in Miss Fairdays whenever they're done.
Okay.
We're gonna go look for Mr. Axel.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna be like, Aberdeen, I'm going with him. Are you coming? He's not gonna stop with these bodies.
No,
We can always come back. No, we don't want you to stay.
I'm not gonna reply. I'm gonna keep
No.
yelling at citizens.
Well, we need you over here, so come on, let's go.
And she's like, just puts her hands up.
I'm gonna just.
Follows you down.
So you guys jog along behind Spark, and he is running down this hill spiral. Actually, like where the gala grounds are, there's like a pathway not too far down that same road that starts a spiral down farther below where this kind of spire is. After going around a few times and descending, there's an entry to this. It's essentially a carved rock door to it. Honestly, just looks like some sort of dungeon or some sort of like prison or something. It doesn't look very welcoming, is I guess what my point is.
I'm right out.
So obviously, you guys walk right in.
Yeah.
Spark just goes and just pushes the doors open. They both like swing and like slam into the wall, and he just.
Is there people in here, or is it just like empty?
Right now it's just dark, and so he's just sprinting forward.
Can I bring up some light?
Yeah, you can throw lights up. He's
You can do more lights. I just my hand.
I'm surprised we didn't all do the obligatory. Well, I have dark vision.
So Spark continues to run down this like dark hallway, and you guys hear a hum that sounds very similar to what you heard up above, and it seems like at this point you guys are about like directly below where the gala was, like where Ella and Draxel performed her demonstration, and there's a after probably running 40, 50, 60 feet or so not too far of a run, there's a light that starts pulsating, or you can come into your vision that starts pulsating at the end of this walkway, and this tunnel actually turns a sharp right, and that's where you see the light coming from. Spark just continues running and just takes a quick right turn in there, and you just hear him say, "Mrs. Draxel, your attendance is requested." And you guys slowly behind turn the corner, and you see Ella and Draxel in front of this gigantic crystal. You don't think this is the Aether Heart because it's not where the mountain is, but it's a very, very, probably the biggest crystal that any of you have seen. Maybe Winnie has seen one similar size on like one of the ships, but this is about the same size as like one of the boats, or like what would lift up an entire ship, if not a little bit bigger. And so you guys walk in and you see this thing pulsing at that same cadence like it was earlier. And Elowen is like communicating with it in like her way, right? She's like hovering above and like eyes closed, and like as Spark runs in and sees her, she does not break focus. She is just, and the sound is just intense in here. Again, it's not a melody, it's not beautiful, it's just powerful.
That's a creepy.
That's kind of right, yeah. Kind of like a little iRobot looking guy.
Yeah, I told it to
Yeah.
resemble iRobot, but make him friendly.
Yeah.
Seems creepy.
Could be. I don't know if he's friendly or not. He's acting so far.
I told Trey you need one of them's name to be Sparkles,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the jewel.
Sparkles.
The jewel.
The jewel.
Okay.
It
So
doesn't
we all
seem-
run in.
I'm gonna cast
It's up
this.
to you.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Does the crystal seem like almost sentient, like they're conversating, or does it feel like it's more of a conduit? Can we tell?
You saying the crystal?
Yeah.
It's a loaded question.
Sorry. I'm trying.
It
does
seems like
look
she's-
they're communicating.
Yeah, well,
Or is she
like a
using-
one-way conversation.
Okay.
Like she's definitely talking to it. I don't know if you can tell if it's talking back to her, but she's definitely like, it's like it's like when you're praying in a church. It's like you're praying, you don't necessarily, you're probably not going to hear anything back, but like it's a one-way conversation that you're hoping is being met and reciprocated, but you don't like physically see a response, right? It's actually probably a really good way to put that, because that's kind of what she feels like. She is able to match that harmony, but she's not getting anything out of it.
Can you ask? You open the watch, the call up, and ask if that's the same sound Woody is hearing.
Isn't it like a mental thing though?
Yes.
You've been yelling into
Put it
your
on
wrist for the
speakerphone.
past hour and a half.
Put
So
it on speakerphone.
you've been yelling into your wrist, whether it's mental or not.
Hey,
This whole thing is mental, bro.
how are things with Starman?
Has he stayed stopped?
Yes.
He continues to stay still. I am continuing to try my best to harmonize or give tones back.
Right. So does the tone sound anything like? And then I'm gonna look up to her and be like, "Sorry if this pisses her off," and I'm gonna try and hum the tone that's going on in the room.
Yeah, it sounds pretty close.
Sorry if it pisses her off.
Yes, that sounds very similar to the tone that this is emitting.
She.
So was that a G?
I would turn to Drexel and go, "Are you communicating with Saw?"
She doesn't respond. She's
I was going to
locked
send
in.
her a message.
Throw something
Okay.
at her.
What do you say?
Not sending, but it's a message for Whisper. And I go, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Drexel. But we require your assistance urgently, given new information since you last left.
That's what I'm doing on the other end.
She turns and like descends from her floating space.
For levitation.
Yes, and she descends back to Earth. Looks at you, and says, "How can I help? What did you find her?"
Our friend is in the astral plane.
With Saw.
Saw.
Okay.
No,
Did you get her back?
No, I
That's why
believe
we're
we
here.
require your help. Miss Faraday is requesting your help to pull her back.
Oh, the mother.
Yes. Eleanor said if we can get you to her, and she can probably get Winnie to us.
No. She would need to come here. This is where we can resonate with her. We need to resonate. You understand?
But if we get her here, can we try this?
Of course, we can do it without her being here, but it might. How well do you all know Winnie?
I mean,
That's helpful.
good friends. Good friends.
I mean, it's
Do you
not
have-
been that long.
Do you have like powerful memories with her?
It's just
Over the
6
course of
months.
the last several months, yes.
Some stick out.
I
Yes.
mean, he's... I guess we don't know
Yes. So some of us might.
Would they be on par with, say, her mother?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Then we probably need her mother.
Spark, can you
Spark.
go get her?
And he's gone. He's out of there. Yeah, so she begins to sort of explain the idea behind what she's looking to do, which is tap into that same resonance, just like she did before, but use memories from Winnie to try to connect with Winnie to bring her back to the material plane. If she's able to do that, then it might work to bring her back here fully, but it's depends on how strong the tether is with Saw.
Well, might just bring back a part of her, call it a day.
Which part?
I don't know. It's usually a D6, so.
Did you guys ever fix her dog?
No. He grabbed him.
Yeah.
I grabbed him.
No, but he's still in pieces.
Yeah, we didn't fix it.
I mean,
Look, it's only been
you can always have Spark bacon.
Yeah,
Still
Spark
like
could work
fix-
on him.
less than an hour.
Make him better. Yeah,
Fix it.
Swiss is in pieces, but accounted for.
Swiss has holes in it.
Ha!
Yeah, Swiss has got holes in him.
Swiss is full of holes. Typical. All right, so 10, 15 minutes go by, and you hear ting, 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 and Spark comes sprinting around. She's on her way. She'll be here shortly.
Oh, I imagine her
On
like,
her
yeah,
back.
like a seat,
That's what I thought.
backpack, and she's like sitting like a little Betty cat.
And a few moments later, she comes in on like this hover cart that just
Sick.
brings her in.
That's pretty cool.
She says,
I'd expect no less.
Eleanor is still just really beaten up about the whole, losing my daughter thing.
Big deal. Has all of
But
One of us
Only
will
one of
taste.
them knows.
it did happen. To be fair, it did happen.
That's only happened twice. If I had a nickel every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened twice.
By the
So-
same guy.
I think that makes it cereal. That makes sense.
So she, Draxel, now they're both in the same room again, Draxel and Faraday. Draxel, she sort of warns all of you. Says, when I do this, you'll be in contact with her, but you'll also be in contact with him. So be careful.
Careful.
What I want from all of you is share a memory of you with Winnie. And if it's powerful enough, it will connect with her, tether to her. We need to have a stronger tether here than he has there. Do you understand?
Yes.
It could be as simple as like drinking out more
That's what
together.
I was gonna go for.
Resonance is memory. Remember this. So she raises again in that humming, and you guys see the tuning forks and the lift crystals all raise from the ground and start vibrating and creating this resonance again. Now the sound is like, it has a texture to it in the air as it's just like ringing. Your whole body vibrates as this whole chamber becomes a conduit of resonance. And each of you, while looking at this crystal in the center of the room, each of you who's here, no, I'm just,
Oh, sorry.
I think everyone but Trey.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm.
I literally looked at Trey a second ago and I was like, each of you, and like, well, not you. Each of you that is here, that is looking at the crystal, you all see the crystal change shape into Winnie floating in the astral sea. And you just see her kind of looking around,
Cradled by a neutral palm.
looking a bit anxious.
Humming back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hum in what I think could be Callias and Sarai, but I don't know if I'm hitting those pitches or not.
Well, you all see her, and you hear Draxel's voice kind of riding the wave of this sound, or riding the sound wave as she is speaking to each of you in this room, and she essentially just says, like, don't be shy. Who would like to go first? And she's looking around.
Okay.
Do I hear any of this?
They haven't said anything yet.
Right, okay. Well, I guess, like, would I have heard Draxel?
Draxel's not trying to communicate with you.
I'm essentially trying to communicate with Winnie.
You're sharing a memory.
In memory. Okay. I'll think of a memory on the boat of us all cringe laughing at what's his name? Flynn?
Flint.
Flint. Of Flint talking about how hot he thinks
His
her mom is.
conquest.
Like us like laughing like, oh my god, stop. Like that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Roll a d20.
It's an 8.
Okay.
Sorry, that's fine. Stop.
But you do, Winnie, you don't hear her say this, but in your head, you think of a hysterical moment of embarrassment
that's
as on the top deck, you just keep remembering Flint making offhanded comments about your mother, and once he realized it made you embarrassed, he kept doing it, and it was you acted like you were really offended, but secretly you found it funny, and it just makes you feel a little bit more connected.
And then I question it. I'm like, this is hardly the time.
Who's next?
We're all going to right?
What the fuck you mean, no matter what?
I'm just. I didn't want it to be like the top 3 because it's not like we have great memories. I just have one on deck. So.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Well, it's going to be a recent memory because we haven't known each other too long. Boat ride. But I'm going to sit there like, well, it's a little bit of irony, I guess, to some degree, that she's in this position because I made a deal with somebody. So I'll think about me talking to Thatch and then me revealing to him that I worked on a deal with him and you being like, what the fuck? Very much immediately. It was in my mind, my character was like, what a friendly game of banter between two people. You know, I got what I wanted, so it didn't really matter how she felt, but it was funny at the time. That was just easy.
So again, you get another flash of another funny memory, another warm memory of your new friend Goody. And again, you try to shake it off, like this is not the time, like this is not the moment. But now you have both of those memories in your head, and you can't help but smile a little as you think about it. What about you?
Was he not need a roll?
No, I'm not gonna do the rolls. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Because it's dumb. Because I was gonna rank it on like effectiveness, and I'm like, that's stupid. It's like the story and impact. I didn't like it. So like, how do you?
It's like a
fail?
great story.
Yeah, I was like,
roll one.
yeah, exactly. I was like, how do you fail a roll on a memory? That I took that back.
I don't have much for you, but she's gonna remember all the times we were gathered around like a table, drinking, having fun, having good times. When we were at the Sky Reach rounds, or when we first met. So she'll just kind of go through a couple of those and just feel like in the joy, the happiness of being around new people and meeting new faces.
Elowen, over the top of your memory as you're describing it, she says, "You must be specific. It needs to be a moment. Think of a moment, any moment."
I guess I'll do the Sky Reach round. We were drinking, we had a good time at the table.
So you remember sitting at the table and being across from all of your established and new friends and joking about how Thrice wouldn't let his little sister essentially have a drink of alcohol.
I feel murder, man, but stay away from the booze.
And everyone cracking jokes and the banter between Volter and Goody about who can walk faster.
Sally would be thinking about being on the ship and making fun of her that her mom abandoned her when we first met in Session 0. But then it would relate to what I just saw, like her mom openly sobbing that her daughter is gone, and just that her mom does truly love her. She might be absent, she might be a fanatic for what she does. She does truly love her daughter.
Yeah, you reflect back on Telly saying this. How do I spin that?
Then I'm gonna really be like, damn.
You see your mom's face like,
Thought I was abandoned then.
But
Just
then
some mean
no.
spirited
I got this. You think back on when Tellison said that on the ship, and how you originally felt like kind of taken back, like who the fuck is this guy? Why would he say that? But then you immediately think of the warm embrace and smile when you saw your mother in her workshop. When you were anxious and unsure like how she would receive you, and then the fact that she was so happy that you were there and like so warm and welcoming. And currently you're filled with memories of like fond memories of laughter and jokes and now love. You want to go next?
Don't have much of an option, I'm sure. I would say, I'm gonna assume this happened. in a way. I'm gonna put it into fruition. Say it's a memory now.
Mhm.
On the 6-day travel here, I'm going to say at some point you were tinkering on Swiss.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, this is a logical thing that could happen. You're tinkering on Swiss, and Aberdeen had come up and didn't say a word to you, but she's really interested in animals, and this is a metal one, and just watched you tinker, and you were so in the zone that you didn't even realize I was there.
Oh, that's
But I was
cool.
like bonding with you in my own way in silence, and you weren't talking to me in question. Like you didn't talk to me, and you were just doing your thing. But I was in your presence and just like watching you do your thing
I love
without being
that.
questioned. So that would have been a fun
So
I love that.
Winnie, the
Fair play.
way you feel that as you're looking at this being and you're feeling all these different these rushes of emotions that feel like you're like anchoring back to reality a little bit. You feel in the same way that she felt about you. You felt about watching your mom in the shop when you were younger, like just how interested you were seeing what she was doing, interested in how she was doing it, why she was doing it. And there was many times that you would just sit and watch her and she didn't even know you were there. And it's that same feeling. Walter.
I don't know who that is. The thought immediately goes to the night that we were sitting in the bar when like everything went down before everything went down. And how now that you're in the astral seat, that's a bummer because he should have kissed you at the bar. That's what Walter's thinking about. And he's like, I didn't get to, and I may not get to, and that sucks. And so that's what he's thinking about.
Oh.
That's cute.
That he should have did that when he had the chance.
Manny loves it.
Yeah. Man, yeah, Winnie's just horned up right now. I don't know what happened.
Gross.
Gross.
He lowered himself.
This is definitely hardly the time.
He lowered himself.
He's growing bigger.
I just imagine you on the
You guys
mic.
are
What
so
the fuck,
funny.
Walter?
No, there's definitely like a sense of like butterflies of, and also a little bit of that same regret of being in that moment and remembering that moment and just how like in that time there was, even though some of your friends were potentially going to go kill and rob your enemies and you didn't know this, but at the other time, like your other friends were like watching her mother pass away. Like there was so much going on in that moment.
There was so much.
But for you guys, it was just that. Like there was nothing, there was no bad happening. It was just that. And sometimes those moments mean the most. And then your mother steps up and she doesn't say anything at first. She just walks up towards the crystal, and you see that Draxel is looking down at her with wide eyes. This is like, what are you doing? And Eleanor walks up and kneels in front of the crystal and just looks up, and she just tells the story. She says I typed this out. I want to read it because I want to make sure I do it right. She was 3, maybe 4. I was working late in the lab again, and she came downstairs I found her sitting on the floor of the workshop, covered in soot and copper shavings, and she was trying to fix my broken music box with a butter knife and a spool of thread. Winnie looked up at me and said, I wanted to make it sing again, Mom, because you always smile when it sings. Eleanor's eyes just immediately burst into tears. She said, that night, I didn't go back to the lab. I sat with her for 4 hours. We rebuilt it completely together, but we made it a new tune, one of her favorite songs. And when the song played, it clapped and the little girl danced like it was magic. And when the music box in her memory starts to play, it's that resonance, that that's all you guys hear in this memory. And she says, it wasn't the music box that we fixed. It was me. She fixed me in that moment. And that's when I knew that we could never let her go. And then the resonance stops. The crystal goes dull. Winnie, I'm going to have you roll a D20. And this is going to be the very classic death save. 10 and up, 9 and under.
Box of Doom!
Big roll?
50.
Now I'm nervous.
big
I've been
roll?
using
No.
this D20 and I've got a 7 and like a
Yeah,
9.
like a soft carpet.
Do we
cake
wanna
with
do
a
it in
big
the
ball.
pit?
Yeah, we can do it in the pit. Where's the pit?
Where is it?
Oh, it's down here.
You gotta keep
Uh,
that fit.
We can either use the pit, or if you want to roll a big dice,
Uh,
Oh, big dice.
you can roll that on the floor.
Yeah,
or
we
on the
probably
pit.
shouldn't have her bending over with
That's-
too much weight.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like,
I'll come over with the.
okay, yeah, come over
Where
here.
you?
Can you move? Okay. I
The
guess you walk
bit.
up these stairs.
The pit of despair.
It's just sitting up. So
All
I'm
right.
not gonna look at it.
Okay.
Well, why? You don't look at it either.
it's just
And you can't look at it either.
Why not?
I'm just gonna- and then we'll see based on his reaction,
Well,
like
Why
what
not?
happens.
It's the pit. Don't you dare, Tristan.
I guess I can
No.
take it. Take it back now.
It's in these moments I remember Shade used to play poker.
yes, yes.
My bank
This
account is aware that he used to too.
this silence that you guys hear as the crystal goes dull. It's almost completely silent. Besides the weeping of Elwyn. No, Eleanor.
Miss
That's
Faraday.
why we go last names.
Faraday.
Of Mrs. Faraday. And Drexel descends back to the ground. And you hear the voice of Winnie say, "What?" And as you do, you all look. And you guys all look at Spark. Winnie, you look down, and your hands are metallic.
What the fuck? I'm inside Spark.
You are Spark.
I am Spark.
Well, just this
Can
one.
I look like myself though?
No, you
Like,
get to be
not
that
a little
creepy
bit.
little boy that he
I want to be a creepy little boy.
I can't wait how
What'd she roll?
this
Huh? A
relationship
14.
works out.
14. 14.
14.
She made it.
Yeah. Would I come back as myself if I rolled higher?
No, this had nothing to do with
This is
that.
always the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And Eleanor, actual Eleanor,
Yeah.
she looks to you confused, and then she looks at Draxel. She says, Where is she? Where's all of her?"
Yeah.
And,
Where is all of me?
and Elwyn just looks puzzled and sings, "He must still have her. She must still be there."
But I'm not. I'm here.
Well,
Sweetheart, you're not fully here.
But my mind is. It seems.
For now. This was useful. We got you back, but we need to send help. We need to get you back from that place.
Are we still connected? Can we talk to Sa?
She might be able to. We're not connected at the moment. The crystal went dull.
A little. I mean, I wouldn't be able to respond because I'm not in there mentally as of right now.
How creepy would it be if we did hear her voice?
It's pretty creepy right now that I'm in this little robot body. I asked my mom, like, so what does he do?
What can this body do,
What
Ma?
cool shit can I do?
What the hell?
Would you love me if I was a robot boy?
I was literally just thinking, like, would you let me if I was a worm?
Yeah.
Can you try to like
Well, I was
resonance
planning on
with
like
your body or like
hugging some people, but
Mhm.
I feel like the shock of being in a robot body has kind of taken that away in the moment. So I'm just like observing myself,
What is everyone else doing?
like walking in place.
Probably passing out.
In the street,
I'd probably
carrying
be
two
asking
dead
like
bodies.
follow-up questions. Like,
Yeah.
so is the plan then to try and get her body back? How do we?
Yes,
start
it
with
is.
that? I understand. I'm asking her how we do that. I'm on your side here.
It's just a little play.
I know.
Are you Are you like dancing around or jumping around?
I'm
or
not
what?
dancing, but I am like stomping in a circle, maybe around the group, just like seeing
The
what it
wolf
feels
fit.
like to walk in this thing, to
Okay.
maybe jumping up and down and
Say, don't jump on me, please.
like hit something, like see if I'm stronger than I was as Winnie.
You definitely are.
Hell yeah.
Jump around.
You definitely are. You guys notice that there's like an etching on the back of this machine now that wasn't there before, and it looks like a spiral. I'll put the image in the group chat for you guys. I typed in saw. That's not where I'm going with this. Oh, it's funny you made an image of what Sparks looked like.
Yeah.
That worked out really well for you.
I'm gonna say, can you make it more robot and less human face? Because the
no.
human face is like,
It's such a big head.
yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
not big.
It's like an infant, it's like head's a
Yeah.
little bit too big for its body. So that spiral,
I'm
it
sorry I
kind
didn't go into sparkles.
of looks like it's it has like constellations built into it.
Ooh.
Is now etched into the back of Spark.
I'm not the only, tatted up constellation person now.
Does any of this match what's on
Twinsies.
Val that we can see?
Make an investigation check.
That sounds really weird. Okay.
Bill, let me see your
Where's your
body.
body?
Bell's just stripped in front of everybody. Okay.
Let me investigate.
All right.
It definitely sounds like one of those like dirty books. Like, let me investigate your body.
That would be a natural 20.
Oh, damn!
I'm really good at investigating other people's minds.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Didn't we say at one point in time all she had left on her was 3 dots? Or was that only 2?
Was it-
That was just during the
during
performance.
Yeah, the thing that.
That was just during the
Okay,
demonstration.
I'm gonna send an
Yeah.
updated version that it has like a robot face. Yeah,
I don't know. I really like the other guy.
I think you told us what Spark looked like.
I think you already made it.
Now you're
Nope.
regretting it.
Yeah, I think that.
It looks the exact same except.
Okay, well, I can
Its
put a
face.
USB charge port right between his legs, and that's
Okay. Are you sexually assaulting me?
that's where you charge.
It's not.
It's a recharge. Is it like lightning or USB-C?
Oh yeah.
She's a brand new robot.
It's
It's
true.
USB-C.
It's got that Bluetooth 3.0 now.
It's actually USB-D. That's not out yet.
US big dick. Oh. So moving right along.
Anyway,
All
Looking
right.
at my body.
Looking at your body. Oh, yeah. So it takes you a while. Like, you're really investigating.
Sorry, Val. Sorry.
I don't mean that.
he grew up in a cave.
I don't
Sorry,
mean that-
turn around.
You might be the first woman he's ever seen.
Before was a woman.
Not sure if I want it or not. Okay, look at it for like that.
You're just like caressing her, like, why are you doing that? My bad.
So you really take your time. You really make sure to analyze what's happening here.
Star cluster, that's my nip. Oh.
But you realize that her tattoos of constellations are essentially the exact pattern that you see in this like swirl, but it's not swirled. It's the same pattern over and over again, all the way around her body. Essentially, like if this was like a location, she is like a map. Like if this particular point was a part of a map, she would be like the full thing.
So this is coordinates. This is what you're inferring.
Mhm.
And she's the map.
She's the
Cool.
I'm glad I said that in the most confusing way possible. But you only knew that after like hours of like getting in there, you know?
Hours.
So, but do I get that inference that this could be related to where her body is? And-
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. But I'll express that to you that
Okay.
Adam
there are
Stark.
constellations here that match the one on her back. Sorry, that was really weird.
Understand?
There's something on my back.
I assume
I
you would
like-
have
I
known
like-
that after he was spent 4
I would like
hours
I like
looking
that
at her body.
shit, you know, like
Okay,
paper.
drawn it.
I want to turn to
Something on Spark's back.
Elowin.
Probably couldn't
Drax.
detach her
Draxel.
head.
I want to talk to Draxel. Just say, the same thing that has her body has my. That was a weird way to say that.
Body.
Oh, it's body.
Has my husband and my daughter. So
that's gotta be a Saw one. Like the master
Saw
control
is
device.
collecting people at this point, and I need them back too. Can we get them back the same way, or would they end up robots as well?
I don't know. I don't know. What I've never had that happen. I've never had anyone go to the astral plane as in the flesh. Only in our
Mentally.
mind. I guess maybe that's why my skill set is limited to just bringing the mind back.
Which I appreciate, by the way. Thank you.
Did you
Beep boop, beep boop. Sorry, I don't understand your language.
I'm speaking common.
Are you?
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Wait, what?
Right.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good.
to Miss Faraday? Did you bring the
So I did.
the contraption?
No, I didn't think we needed it.
Well, I would wonder if Miss Drexel could take a look at it and see why it caused a full body to disappear when she only brought consciousness back.
Based on the events, I'm not entirely sure that that's what happened. I don't think she went into that device at all. I think she went straight to the astral plane. I don't think she went into that device.
Well,
I think that was just the assumption. I just think that was the assumption because that was all that was left of her belongings.
It is possible the device was activated just because of what we were experiencing.
Well, I'm not saying she went into the device. I'm saying maybe the device had something to do with her going there. No, it doesn't have to be
That could be the case.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a containment thing, but magic does all kinds of things.
Have you had experience with Saw before? Or was this your first?
Definitely the first. Definitely the first. Never. I mean, I don't know what Saw is.
Have you heard the term etherbound?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That's what you are right now.
What?
That I'm bound, like my body is bound in the astral plane?
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, so you're... Wait, just the body or a being in general?
Being etherbound is being bound to the astral plane.
Yeah.
So your body is etherbound right now. Yes.
Does it mean your family's consciousness
Yeah.
is somewhere here on the...
I don't think so. Not that I know of. But I've had when I see them in my dreams, they're all there. But it also wouldn't make sense too because my entire family didn't even remember them. No one remembered them. They were just gone.
What?
And you guys remember me.
How?
So it's a little
I don't
bit
know.
Who are you again?
I woke up and my husband and my daughter were gone. I cannot.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Go.
And
We're not British, we're trying,
I'm
okay?
trying really hard.
Your
And
dialect is a bit weird.
I know, I don't know
Any
what's
Brits who
going
watch
on.
this, we
Yeah.
are so
Sorry.
sorry.
And
Hello, the
no one knew who they were.
It's like
They were
it's
just
back on
gone.
a piece, isn't it?
She looks confused, and then there's like a smirk. She's like, "How long have you had those tattoos, girl?
Since I was a child,
And do you know how you got them?"
my parents did some sort of ritual.
Did they say what ritual it was at the monk's place?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't
Remember
remember
what it's
what it
called.
is, but
So a ritual was done,
Starlight Gardens.
and you got tattoos as a child.
yes, essentially.
Really was not.
And
Oh,
and she
yeah,
says
just
that
taking notes
she
down
says
about
that in
that
like
time.
there's like a flicker of her tattoos across her body and her face
Oh.
that just like flash for a moment. Just. And how's that affected you?
To be honest, it was considered a gift for a long time until my family disappeared. And recently, I've been told that that was a consequence of my
Forbidden
parents' choices. It was a forbidden ritual. Losing my family was a consequence of that.
Well, of course it is. Because the gift was not for you. The gift was for him. You were the gift. You understand?
So my parents gave me to Saul.
Yes.
Like a sacrifice or something?
They might have got a pig.
You
Then why am
belong
I
to
still
Saul.
here? If why would I be here if I was a gift?
Gift is
I
all
don't
right.
know that her husband and daughter actually exist.
It's very
Did you
possible.
say that?
What'd you say?
I don't know if her husband and daughter actually exist.
I don't understand.
Maybe it's best we speak in private.
Please, yes.
Wait, no.
I would turn to Telly and be like, will you come?
Yeah, of course.
Because he was there for all the meditation.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what was the ritual called. I was there when they talked about it with the master.
Yeah, I
I just can't
can't
remember what
remember
it's
I
called.
don't remember. I don't know if it had a name. It was just like a forbidden ritual.
Okay.
I don't think they had. It may have had a name, but I don't remember
The
what
one
it
that
was.
we did there had it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay.
it's stressful, right?
I grabbed Wendy, but so you're a robot now, huh? Let's discuss
I
this.
guess so.
So
Hope you like the taste of metal.
I went to the astral plane and all I got was this stupid robot body.
Yeah. I hate it here.
You got a cool tattoo.
Welcome to the Warforged.
It means you're owned.
That would make sense if that's going to change into a
Hey, it goes well with it. It goes well with the artificer.
It sure
So.
does.
so now that we're alone,
All them press their ears to the
yeah. You were given as a gift to Saul, I'm assuming, based on the tattoos. And you've now realized that your family that you presumably had a happy life with have disappeared. But interestingly, you said no one remembers them.
No.
How long did you know your husband?
We were together for 7 years. My daughter was 5.
And what do you remember from before meeting them?
It was a normal life. People treated me like I had this special gift, but it was a normal. I just had a childhood.
And since they left, since they got sucked away into the astral plane, do people still treat you like you have a gift? When you visited the Starlight Garden, did they treat you like you were gifted?
No.
Why do you think that is?
I assumed it had something to do with the fact that I looked crazy.
No, darling. It's because your gift has been received. And it wasn't for you. It was by you. For him.
Was she like a conduit for people to be
You
taken
weren't.
by Saw?
You weren't the gift. You were marked as a location, darling.
You mark the material plane.
You're binding him to this
Fuck!
Oh, God.
Time to kill Bill.
It's your fault!
I'm not there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were marked as a map, essentially. And she looks down. She says, "These rituals carry weight." And what do you know about it?
I was at the monastery where it happened. Not where it happened. Where
You did it.
even though I'm like 10 years younger than
Yeah.
Where were you?
I'm just kind of
Um,
right, man.
I was at the monk's monastery with the master. I don't remember her name. Nyla. It starts with an N, right?
That was
Yeah,
right.
Naya.
Nyla.
Yeah.
And you, so you don't know anything about this besides what she told you.
Before I saw her
He
perform the
saw it.
ritual.
He was there.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
So, as I've told you, resonance is a powerful binding agent. It's how some believe it's how we're able to create lift from crystals to power floating cities and magical ships. But it also resonates within our body in a way of memory. When you connected with Winnie and brought her back, her consciousness, you connected through powerful memories. Those markings the resonance coordinates and your memories of your family. You have them. But to everyone else, they never existed. Because Saw took that away.
He took their tone from the world.
Oh, fuck.
Exactly right.
So this will happen again. As long as I have these, this will keep happening to people around me.
I'm assuming the sacrifice given was. It likely follows a certain cyclical pattern of those close to you being taken. You said it happened about 7 years ago?
That was 5 years ago.
5.
They disappeared.
Was it around this time of year?
Yes. Sure. Yes.
Perhaps it's has something to do with why she was taken. But the good news, it probably won't happen again for 5 years.
How do I make
So
sure?
grateful.
How do I make sure it doesn't happen at all? I want this to stop.
You have to remove the tether, the coordinates.
How?
She
Well,
looks,
you can
she looks
try
down.
really
She
hard.
looks down again. I don't know.
Are you tethered to
She's
somewhere in the
tethered.
astral plane?
Did this happen when you were a child as well?
It did. Mine aren't stars, as you can see, but I'm tethered to something, someone.
Were you given as a gift? How did you find all this information?
Well, I became fascinated whenever I was able to tap into what you see here. Nobody else can do it. Nobody else has tried to learn this, so apparently I'm gifted in that.
Did you lose someone the same way?
No. No, I did not.
So I need to find a way to break the tether using resonance.
Does a map work both ways? Right, like her tether. I know you said she's a map to here, but is it also by reverse a map to Saw? Or is it only a one way?
I would assume that those coordinates lead you to Saw. But that's no way to know, because I don't know how to read that map. You would have to find someone who has traveled between planes, and I don't know anyone who has. Not since it's spoken to. No one's been able to travel between planes since the Great Silence. Everything's been separated.
One thing that Naya said was it may be worth it to talk to my family. Maybe
See why they did the ritual.
maybe that will help us get.
Oh, they're still around.
Oh, that means we have to go back to your village, doesn't it?
What's wrong with her village?
That's where I left
We need
my
to be
master.
discreet.
Oh no. If
Uh,
only you had the room hot water.
Yes,
I'm
they're,
sorry.
they're still around as far as I know. They also do not remember my family. Treat me like I'm crazy. You're not there. Go on your little bloodbath spree.
Well, I suppose there's two ways to hypothesize what happened. Either one, Saw took your family as payment and changed the memory of everyone in the world, removed their tune from this existence. Or two, they never existed at all and it was just in your memory.
I refuse to
Which
believe that.
which is better for you? I don't know which it is, but either way.
what would her parents? What would her parents get out of performing this ritual?
Oh, fanatics don't always do things to get something in return. That's what makes them fanatical. Sometimes you think what you're doing is what's best for the thing that you serve.
Do you know of any other people who believe in Saw here?
As she says that, she again looks kind of down at her tattoos. She's like, definitely is connecting with you on this.
Is there anybody else you know who is a believer in Saw? Or at least open about it?
I don't know what Saw is.
That's fair.
I've never heard the term or the name until you spoke of it today. So
your family's not around anymore.
no. No, they're gone. Bye.
Is that right?
Can I ask how?
When your family left, did you see them leave?
No.
When my family left, I watched. So my mother, my father, my 3 brothers, gone.
That's a greedy bitch. Sorry, not there.
Yeah. I know we're all having these thoughts of like, ooh, yeah.
I don't know where they went.
But people remember them.
Sure, yeah. Of course.
Well, not of course for me.
So maybe a greedier god.
Yeah.
Would also.
Acquire the whole toad.
It
I guess.
depends on the stipulations of what. I don't know why they were gone. I didn't get my markings until after they left.
Yeah, they made a sacrifice.
I was a young child. As soon as they were gone, I looked down and I was marked. I don't understand.
And with no family.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dor.
You're right. I was
You're
young.
welcome.
I was young, scared, confused, and now lonely. Thank you.
Element can hear people from the other room because of the resident.
The super hearing. Yeah, Winnie has like super hearing now. She turns up the gain of her ears.
So you're connected to a god who eats memories
Well,
and therefore eats people.
Nom.
I think we need to stop that.
Well, that's bad.
Well, we'll get right on it as we almost died to the rogues earlier.
Someone should really do something about that.
Damn.
Protest.
I
Quite
wonder
a
who's gonna-
strongly worded letter.
A little leather.
Strongly worded weather.
Strongly worded weather.
Okay, over there, Hannah.
Words are hard. She just found out that her husband and daughter not real.
And so she steps up to you and is like inspecting your tattoos, and she's looking at them, and she looks at you and smiles and says, "Well, I have good news. Your friend wasn't taken because of you." And she's like looking at your tattoos,
Thank God.
and she says, "However, it does look like it's on a 7-year cycle. But you have time, but not much. According to you, of the timeline of when they left." And she's like showing, like, again, just with like a magnifying glass with Tally, just like, okay, so look, when you see this, like, oh, hold on, move this out of the way. When you see this,
See, it's not your fault.
It could be so many things.
So we have 2 years before this happens again. I have 2 years to stop this. Would destroying the tattoos do it?
You do catch your skin on fire?
I'm willing to do anything. You're not there.
I'm not.
I said
I
spray
definitely
really
didn't sound
hard.
like Aberdeen.
You're not there.
Wouldn't be pretty, but what would happen if I...
nothing.
Beauty's in the eyes
It's
of the
it's
beholder.
bound to your being. It's not a skin care issue.
This is not something a dermatologist can solve.
Just so you know, these aren't tattoos. They're markings. They're runic.
From the inside out.
Yeah.
And what is the one on the back of our robot friend?
I'm assuming a similar.
I was your friend before. I was a robot.
I'm not here.
Yeah. If I were there.
Can you decode it like you did on our friend?
decode.
Oh, I mean, you said it was a 7-year cycle.
Well, yeah, because and then she points out why like this planet here and this star and this one. It's like she's like mapping out. It's like, yeah, well, this would orbit this in 7 years.
Oh,
She's like, yeah, this is why. So it's not a code. It's not a code. It's a timeline. Like obviously.
Obviously.
It's a Mayan calendar. What are you talking
Yeah, fucking learn your stars, bro.
but you elements, don't do stars.
Grew up in a cave.
Okay.
No stars in a cave.
What's the cave?
The little glow
Rock.
stars that you put in the
I would think
ceiling.
it's glowworms.
Those were my stars.
The sticky star.
So as they're finishing up their conversation in there, Winnie, you feel a vibration and your whole body sort of like shakes for a moment. And everyone who's looking at Winnie in her robot form, you see her little like lights that are her eyes just shut off for a moment. And in that moment, you stand in a void. Like your body, you are in your body, not Spark. And you stand in a place where there's no sound. There's light, but it's like bending towards you. It's like warped. It doesn't match the physics of how we see light. You're seeing it's almost like actually, you know what it looks like? It's, you know, when they take a picture of like traffic at night and like you see, yeah, it's like stretched out lights. That's essentially what this looks like in all directions. And it's forming this spiral like all around you. Like you're in a tunnel. Cool. You're like in this tunnel of lights.
I am getting interstellar vibes.
You are, the lights are, these light beams are like vibrating slightly. But unlike previously, it's not vibrating with a sound. It's vibrating with like an energy that can be felt, but you don't hear it like before.
They have their own vibrations. They match vibrations.
They have their own vibrations.
Okay, so very.
Yeah, they're all going at like a slightly different pattern. At the end of this kind of light tunnel that is now encapsulating you and sort of guiding your eyesight, you see at the end of the tunnel where the light then funnels outward, you see a giant being. It looks like what you were standing in front of not too long ago, but this being presumably, is not a gaseous cloud of stardust. It is a fully formed being. And this one does resemble a planet in the fact that looks as if it's made of stone and it has craters on its body. It has eyes that are like glowing like this orange and black. And you just hear this like low rumble of like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. And it keeps getting louder and louder in this tunnel as these light beams are now not just vibrating like this, but they start going boom, 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 boom. And then you just hear this like blast, like boom. And as that happens, all the light just splinters and shatters across. And as they splinter, they shatter into little pieces all around. And in that moment, you look in complete awe as within a split second, it went from these strings of light to billions of little specks all around you. And the color starts to warp and you're seeing different schemes of color. And it almost looks like in that moment, an entire galaxy, a universe just spawned around you. And you see stars a million light years away, just in that split second of that boom. And you're now standing there in the center of it all, looking at this being. And without saying a word, somehow you understand what it's communicating to you. And in your head, you just think, you are heard. That's all it says. But again, it doesn't say it. You just know it. And then your eyes light back up. And that's where we'll take a quick break.
What the hell?
Take a quick break right there.
Can I heal robots?
I don't know. Is Saw really a bad guy?
Same
You're
time.
planning on Stripe dying?
Yeah.
I kind of planned on everybody dying, but
No.
We didn't plan on dying.
no.
No,
my character.
his
Oh,
character. He's
I
saying,
didn't die yet.
Everybody
Like I
dies.
said, I got
Okay, but
three
you
or
can't
four
really say that. You just changed races,
Just
right?
open,
Did.
just
They
open
got-
the thing up for me. That's how
and we're back.
Hey.
Oh,
We gay.
I don't know what I am.
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta go beep beep boop boop now.
Yeah, she's body swap. She can
He's
say
now
yeah.
a freaky computer bonus.
Wow, that's
Does not
good.
come here.
I know, but still.
Also, someone told me that I'm heard. So.
You're hurt?
I was saying that Mandy likes Saw.
He's being
When he doesn't necessarily like
he's
Saw, but
using
like,
therapy speak.
you know, he's saying, you are
You are
heard.
heard.
Like, hey, finally, someone
Feels
feels me
hurt
heard.
when he takes your little robot soul.
Come on now. I totally
sure
clocked
he
his
will.
mom as a bitch.
Your feelings are
And it will be
valid.
my fault.
Yeah, thank God he said that. I was like,
No. Are you a robot or an android
Yes.
Warforged, maybe.
now? Yes.
We'll see.
Something, I don't know. Whatever
Become
DM
sentient.
says.
DM says your body is floating in the astral plane, and this is
Temporary.
hopefully.
Well, yeah, hopefully. But this
No,
is
This
the
is
way-
not an upgrade. This is not like you've
Can she cast
upgraded.
magic?
Yeah, so the way I'm doing this is it's just storyline. Because it
Okay.
just doesn't make it's so dumb for me to like crap you.
Switch your ways.
So you're
Yeah.
back to
I did that
level
last
one.
campaign.
Yeah.
You're back to level 1.
No.
No
You're essentially still Winnie in every way except for
Cool.
You gotta be oiled up on the weekends.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Don't threaten me with
We
it.
haven't even kissed yet, okay?
Grab the essentials.
There's still time.
Well, not anymore. It'd be a little cold claiming, but
You might be like,
Don't threaten Vulture with a good time.
You like cold and dark places.
We're very, very progressive, accepting
He's a cool
people here in Skyreach and its adjacent cities.
I thought you meant us. I was
I'm
like,
not,
you
I'm
cycled
robotic.
through a lot of comments from this
I
session.
think we started the session off with racism and
sexism.
sexism.
Yeah.
So.
About God. It's made out of dust and stars.
Yeah. Okay.
He smiled at that fondly.
So you wake back up.
She's loaded.
How long for us was this? Us with her?
Probably about the same time. We'll say it was
A few
Couple
seconds.
minutes?
probably about 60 seconds or so.
1 minute?
So you come back like,
Yeah.
You-
Why are you snapping at me?
you were out for like a whole minute.
Oh, right. I did go back to the astral plane for a second.
Right. Okay.
And I saw
like
a
light.
I saw what I believe is Saw basically create a galaxy.
I
Right
should have said
before
that in
my
every
eyes.
voice.
And he communicated with me, but not, he didn't say anything, and there was no sound. But I got the message from him, and he said, "You are heard," to me. I don't know what he heard. I tried a lot in the first time I was in the astral plane. I talked a
Okay.
lot. I'm not sure what part he heard, but
But
says
he
that I
had.
am heard. So, you're not sure about the vibes?
Could be the racism or the sexism, depends.
Hey, I don't have anything against him. I told him.
I have lots of friends that are like gods. Like,
Yeah.
Just gods in the sky.
I have lots of friends that can make
My
galaxies.
best friend is a nebula.
His friend is a nebula.
My brother-in-law's a planet.
If he can hit you, tell him to give him your body back.
Well, I mean, now I'm back here. I don't know how to communicate with him otherwise. I could try.
You can't.
Shouldn't have vocal cords anymore.
I can talk.
She's talking.
Well, yeah, but
You're
it's
not
like
here.
Okay, well, you're not wrong.
You're not here.
Yeah, get out of here. I mean, I could try, but the last place I saw him, there was no sound at all. Well, I guess until something exploded and he made that galaxy. I can always try. If I tried right now, it would seem too clingy. Hasn't been long enough.
We trying to impress the robot?
I don't
The
know.
god.
I'm not sure.
I don't know
What
if
about
this
this
galaxy-sized
Her
creature
gears
has
just
any
turning,
concept.
just like maybe it's too easy. Is this too much? Am I hurting? What am I
So-
hurting?
I guess, could I try and use my tether and go back? And like sit in my body for a second and try and communicate with him?
But you're right.
Just a sign of your process we're going into.
No. Okay. See, something tells me
Thermal
I can't
paste
do
is not
that.
enough.
AKA the DM.
She's overheating. Grab a fan.
I have one built in.
Ah.
She's got a few heat sinks. She's fine.
Ass cheeks open up. Couple fans going.
It looks like she's farting, but steam's just coming out.
Oh my god.
Are we done with the? Are we done speaking with Drexel?
Yeah. I think that conversation found its end.
Come back and
Thank you again, Jackson.
Are you missing any memories?
I don't think so.
This is a weird thing. You wouldn't know what you're missing.
I had a lot of memories when I was in the astral plane. It was quite the weirdest
not there.
timing.
It's funny.
well,
I don't think I'm missing any memories.
What were
I
you
have
thinking about
some-
when you were humming?
Her memories.
Yeah, just
Like, do
Um,
you remember what
I
you were
was-
thinking about when you were humming?
Well, the most random memories came to mind. Flint talking about being with my mother sexually.
Sexually.
Also,
that
just
was mine.
just some say when you made the comment that my mother was had abandoned me.
Yeah.
Being just really fun at Skyreach and getting to know everybody. Thatch for some reason and Goody making all the deals he can.
Well, before all that, when he stopped closing, almost killing you, or whatever, lowering himself to you.
Oh, and when I started humming.
Yeah, what were you thinking about then?
Well, I was just trying to get him to stop. But, Vel had said Goliath and Sarai. I don't know how to match pitch to idea, but I was thinking of Goliath and Sarai and humming in some sort of tune that sounded okay with his. But I don't, well, maybe that's what he meant when he said you are heard. Maybe he understood that I was trying to communicate those two names to him. I don't know.
Well,
What were you guys talking about?
Yeah, how'd that go? Figure
uh,
some stuff out.
yes. I believe not just for my sake at this point, but probably yours. We need to speak with my parents.
You.
Yeah.
The ones that did this to you.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah.
Did
Uh,
you have anything to do with me going?
Apparently not you, but it sounds like this losing people will happen again because of me
Yikes.
in 2 years.
But not me.
Not you. Not you.
But then why?
Well, I don't know.
Who was phone?
He was what?
Don't
Uh,
I'm thinking right now.
I don't know. I don't know why
I'm
I was
emotionally
thinking.
distressed that his potential girlfriend's a robot now.
I have no idea. No idea why I was taking.
So,
They could have been another. That's all I was looking for.
what were you guys? So
Like by mistake?
Essentially, well, there may be some connection just in the sense that apparently these are all a map and a coordinate to the astral plane, back and forth. So
they-
Saw has a direct line because of these.
So
I
did
bet.
Saw hear you, or did he hear them and told you about it?
Heat? What?
They were talking.
I haven't had
He
anything
told
yet.
me
Did he
you
have
are-
this? Did she have this vision while they were in there talking?
Yeah, right.
Sorry, you guys can't keep texting me in the session. In
I
this
didn't.
I didn't name a person.
Sorry, I
I'm
thought
saying
you looked
because you have.
Yes, I said what I look like now.
That's all it means. See some grew
Uh,
hair.
But remember last time whenever I ignored the text and I felt bad because of Adam?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When you guys message me in the session, I try not to look at it because it's
Yeah.
distracting. And then whenever I do look at it, you guys do that. So
Sorry.
what the fuck do
Yeah,
you
we were
want?
just saying.
Damn.
Well, we can
Did
make a rule
I,
that says
when I
nothing
like,
can
you
be
know,
tested.
went into the astral plane again and saw that happen, was that while they were talking to Draxel?
I don't. They're not related. If that's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know the
I'm
time.
just asking questions.
Probably around that, but I don't.
Probably towards the tail end of it.
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm just asking questions.
It was only us in there, and again, he didn't say it to me. This is something that I felt coming from him, like just this message of you are heard. He didn't say I heard them or they are heard. He's, I think, specifically told me I'm heard.
I wonder if something you communicated with your tone.
See, that's the other thing. I have no idea what I said.
Sometimes it's not what you said; it's how you said it.
Well, technically, it's what you're thinking of when you say
But
it.
I did, like I said, I really did try and focus on Bill's family. It's the only connection I had to who Saw was.
I don't like this part, and I'm having a hard time believing this, but apparently there might be possibility my family's not real. I don't think that's true.
I'm gonna feel my hands
Just a
cold
thought.
on her back.
Wait, what?
So you're gonna feel her Aberdeen's like you're gonna feel cold hands on your back when she touches you because imagine she's sweaty, claiming nervous, she's touching somebody, touching you, and I don't think this is gonna work. But she's gonna see if she can understand your back at all with
Oh.
with comprehend language.
Oh.
So I doubt it will
Come
happen,
on.
but she's
Come on,
like,
what? I already said it's a map.
I know, but I mean, if there's any kind of key or words or something more, like, is there some type of numbers or
Our
something?
maps clearly say Gulf of America, so that would probably be something that she could.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
it's Gulf of America,
Gulf of
right?
America written down my spine.
this America, where is it? So even if there is any kind of like words or
It should
numbers
still
or
be
something,
certified.
I could get anything from it. You don't know what I'm doing. You just know that I just started touching you.
I'm like, oh, sick.
Hello, child.
So,
She's
Who's
in a
back
bag
are
and
you
so I'm just
family
Look
touching?
her up twice. So.
Wait, who's getting their back touched?
He's getting back shots.
He's like, I can only
I
have to touch
resisted the
one
urge to say exactly that. Who's getting back
What
spells?
boys?
You started this earlier.
I did not. You guys were misinterpreting literally everything that I said.
Well, that's just your
He's going
interpretation
down
of
on
what
me.
we're saying.
He's really large, so it's taking a while.
You said a lot of things.
Right, and you guys are the one that misinterpreted.
I regret that.
So yeah, do I gather any other than the fact that we know it's a map? Anything useful? Like I mean, any kind of numbers, any phrases, words. I mean, typically
Town
on a
names.
map there's something.
Number
Yeah,
of sacrifices.
town
we
names.
take.
Compass.
Compass.
Yeah, a key. Anything.
7 years.
Is there a countdown?
Once out 7 years. Yeah.
It's a shot in the dark. We had to try.
Why not? Yeah.
That's a good idea.
see you.
How old are you?
35.
How does it feel to have
28
childlike
was your-
hands on your back?
A little weird.
No, 30.
35 or 30.
30 was the first time it happened.
So did anyone disappear first time when you were 5?
so explain how comprehend languages work.
It just says that I'm gonna skip the oral because we don't care
Or
about
7?
that.
Mandy does.
If she did.
You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the word.
Hey, good job.
Mm.
Wait, what'd you say? You have to be touching the surface.
That's
in
why
order
you
to
felt
read
my
it.
cold little hands.
That makes
on
sense.
it.
She's
That
just
makes
like.
sense.
30, 13.
It's a tiny
Just
lady
said
like
like
a
a
mouse.
Lovely.
It does take about 1 minute to read one page of text.
Yeah. So just like Tellison got in there earlier and was really investigating, you're just
A lot of people exploring Bill's body.
The thing is I'd probably say there's at least 3 or 4 pages of text.
Okay, I will. Hey, I'll
I
gladly.
will sit there.
It's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Compared to
She's doing
hours.
something back there. Don't take your time, Aberdeen.
Your own pace.
So it starts to make sense to you.
Okay.
And it is clearly a map. It's a location, but it's more than that. And as you read through, you start to somehow read this ancient language that was put in place by the stars, and that's what you see. It says, "She who bears the veil shall walk between the worlds. Her blood a wound, her light a beacon. The stars remember what was taken. To reclaim the lost, the bond must break. But in severing the tether, the gate shall open. And through that gate, the forgotten awakens."
So in getting us back, we're gonna be unleashed.
So as a reminder,
Figure.
her parents gave her as a sacrifice. And this was the script that was carved into her.
She's just pacing. That's all you got is just me going back and forth. Going, oh,
Aberdeen,
Care to share?
Care to share? I don't. This is making me really nervous.
This is not good.
I wish that we would know what was not good.
Oh no, you know what? No,
I think it's
Absolutely
important.
want to know. Yes.
Oh, I need
I'm gonna write it down.
I need to
Can
talk
someone
about
cast
it.
comprehend
Guys,
everything?
it's not here.
I'll kneel down to Aberdeen and
Oh no!
using no. Hold on. Using a very uncanny, I change my voice to exactly that of Thrice. I go,
Whoa.
Aberdeen, calm down. You're perfectly fine.
A phrase commonly used to actually
I know.
calm people down.
Yeah. Well, just
Cool.
Chill out, dude.
I was like, I'll stand behind you if it makes it easier because I think you don't want to actually see me saying this, but like, you're amongst friends. There's no reason to be panicking. You are safe.
No, lots of panic.
You
There's so much
are
panic.
safe, but what we need from you is cover your eyes. And tell us what it is that you saw, pun intended.
No. We're gonna die.
What was written on me?
Well, we're not dead yet. Aberdeen.
Oh,
So how about you tell us what it is you read?
okay. Can I write it now?
Sure.
Certainly, and I'll bring out a pen, rip out a piece of paper. It doesn't work that way.
and then she's gonna like grab
My first thought was
No.
smooth.
it, a regular, and she's gonna take it, and then she's gonna walk, and then come back, and then you're kind of tall. She's gonna
No.
I'm coming down.
like puts it on your back and starts scribbling it down.
Oh, yep, we're back.
And just
Oh no. No.
Thank
no.
you.
No.
This
You
girl's
hand it
got
to
some.
me. You hand it to
It's like a toddler not wanting to eat his dinner.
No.
that's it. And I hand it to him.
Okay.
I'll take it and be like, holy cow, you have some problems.
He says that in Thrice's voice too. Fucks with you.
It's slightly traumatizing.
It's not the first time she's heard
Slightly comforting.
I'll read it out loud before I hand it over. Just I'm curious
I thought you couldn't.
No, you can't.
about it. Oh yeah, you were.
I
I look at it and go like,
That's coming.
it's that's probably the best one you guys take again.
You
probably
don't do.
can. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
This is for you anyway. Yeah. This is for you.
Well, it's a 12, and I know for a fact I have a +6 base. So I'm
Oh
at
yeah,
least,
you're fine.
yeah, I think I'm
Okay.
at a 20.
All right, so I will, I guess, read it out and say, do you want me to read it again? Yes. Okay. She who bears the veil shall walk between the worlds. Her blood a wound, her light a beacon. The stars remember what was taken. To reclaim the lost, the bond must break. But in severing the tether, the gate shall open. And through that gate, the Forgotten awakens. Shit.
Oh no!
But we don't even know what severing the tether means at this point. That's the problem.
It also said that you could walk between worlds. Didn't Draxel say that no one's
that's what
done
I've
that
been-
since the Great Silence?
Yes, but I've been trying. I mean, I haven't tried the resonance. That's what I want to try next. But I've been trying with Telly, and I'm not very good at it.
So,
She has too many thoughts.
Yeah.
little wound, right? Where we just go stab your parents and it opens up a.
So crazy, morbid idea. Could you forget about your wife and your husband and child?
Just forget about them. They
you
don't
still have a
exist.
part of their tone, don't you?
Sure.
You're the last person on this planet who has their tone.
Who's got modified memory?
We are
Chris'
nowhere near
favorite
that
spell.
spell yet.
Not even fucking close. Elwin looks over and like,
If
You're not
only we
even
knew
here.
someone who
Yeah,
was
I'm
a
not
master.
I'm just saying it's the only bond you have that is
I mean,
tethered to there.
Elwin,
but regardless, I'm still tethered to
yes.
Saw.
Yeah.
can you help somebody forget about something?
Or this last case for scenario, I was just asking.
Yeah.
This is worst case scenario.
Pretty
Hold
good
on,
at it.
I want.
Did you get a
We
tether
don't need to
also
take away her
from
memory without her
the,
consent.
You do
I'm
understand.
not.
She's obviously very
Leaf?
ruffled by
That
this.
wasn't what I was implying.
Did I take the leaf? I did take the leaf.
Was that the tether? Is that a tether?
No, that was used to like open up
Oh, okay.
a way to communicate.
I'm saying the option is on the table if that's what the connection is. I'm not saying you have to do it at all.
I know.
I could do it very easily.
So
Well, let's
now we
not-
know it was case scenario. We
let's-
know what to come back to.
That's
Let's not open any potential gates. by
But
doing
that's-
that.
Your friend here makes a good point. That's would be my concern. If we eliminate that tether, then if what is spoken is true, your tether might be the one thing keeping the sanctity of what we live and take for granted now. Who knows what opening the gate means?
This leaves us with no choices, though, because if we break the tether, the gate opens. If I forget my family, that might be the thing that does it. Or I do nothing, and in 2 years this happens again.
Or we hunt down Ithriel, we pop the eye off of his skull, stick it on one of us, and we can see what Saul's gonna do before he does it.
You keep bringing up killing Ithriel. We almost died to some rogues. Just want to point that out.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna get the
One day,
It's my fault.
grand dreams.
if we have it.
This might be a bit of a stretch, but is there ever a moment in your head that thinks we could use Ithriel as a friend?
And it does not take an insight roll to see that Mulder has never once thought about that as an option.
Never.
Literally never thought about that. It's like, nope. The bloodhound has been sent on the trail. It is going to find.
But does it also mean that you said the Forgotten awakens? Does that mean something bad? You
Right,
said
and
the whole
we're not
family
sure.
forgot yours, family, your loved ones existed. Does that mean that they
Also
will wake up
something
and come home?
positive.
It could also mean Saw. It could
Saw's
mean Saw
already
now.
awake.
I know, but it couldn't have. But he's
No, he's not. Saw is in the astral plane talking to nobody. Sorry, not there.
Are you calling me a nobody? He's talking to me.
This is Trey's worst nightmare session. I
He fucking chose not to come. I gave like multiple opportunities, like, hey, who's coming to the thing? He was like, nope, I want to drag these bodies around. I'm like, all right. He's fucking tired. He's winded. You guys are gonna come outside of here. And he's gonna have drag the bodies down this ramp.
There's a blood smear all through.
Like, listen,
That's
can someone
burnt. I
fucking
burned
talk
it.
to? Someone talk to these bodies, please.
I feel like he's dragging the bodies already.
Oh, he's vampire now. All right,
Here's the thing.
what, Seamus?
I was wondering when they used the particular phrase, the forgotten, could I, using past information and history, could I correlate that with, related to the Celestials? Could I make a history or...
Yeah, make a history check. And anyone can also do this as well. Make a
History?
History?
history.
Oh, history's +5. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you're so
Intelligent.
smart.
What an
Oh!
intellectual little.
I rolled a 19, so that's an 18.
Oh, no,
That's a
You
16.
dumb.
History.
What is history? Intellect?
I don't have a
Yes.
So
Yeah,
plus 1,
I
so
do.
17.
So I have an 18.
Ooh.
You got a natural 20.
I did get it.
I said my history's not good.
History's not good.
I'll take it. I mean, it's a plus 2.
Okay,
Here's the thing, you're a little more
So
than
22
I don't
total.
know.
Is
I
that
put a
why
cake.
my outfit name was the Verdant Veil?
So what did you roll?
I just had a 15, but there's no
Oh.
clue what it is.
With a natural 20, I think that helps. You definitely are able to interpret that the forgotten is absolutely a tie to the Great Silence. But that could mean many things. It could be good and bad. There were gods of all sorts.
That includes the spirits too, right?
No, spirits are still here. The Var never left.
So breaking the tether.
It's referring to the gods.
So the gods awaken if the tether's broken.
Well, they're referred to as the forgotten gods, right? Like they're forgotten, but
Oh.
Well,
I mean they were. I don't know any of their names.
I mean,
Right.
to be honest, if we want to combat Ithriel, who's becoming a god, we might want to awaken the others.
Yeah, but we also don't know what they do, and if that's bad news or not.
Okay, I just want to paint the picture. We're already in bad news. We
Right,
have a
but this
very
bad
high,
news could be
powerful
killed.
mage.
And you don't want to involve celestial beings that don't care. Individuals, by opening a gate and bringing them to this realm.
Maybe they've changed
Why not?
their mind and they do
That sounded personally charged.
Was there a little too much anger? And then
Which would be
You might have
odd.
seen, you might have seen a little bit of like a distant look and be like, it's in like, you know, he went to his normal voice a little bit.
That was oddly specific. but,
That was, it's just not well advised.
So where'd your accent go?
I'll change when needed.
Did you not hear him sound exactly like Thrice like 2 minutes
Yeah,
ago?
it's still
But
creepy.
that was a spell.
I'm just saying that we are already in the middle of what my master called a shit sandwich. So,
That was right.
yep.
That was
That's what I was
This is
thinking.
also, if Sa is already awake, or Sa is already kind of sort of doing his thing, then do we allow him to continue using me to gain access to the
And me
world?
now.
What if he is good and he's trying to prevent what the gods coming back?
If he's good, why would he take my family?
Sacrifices must be made.
Sacrifice? Your parents sacrificed
It
you.
sounds
No,
like
I'm
Sacrifice.
telling you, when I had this dream, it was not
Beacon of good,
kind.
people
It was
die.
not benevolent. It was It was I have you and I have your family and they are mine, which does not feel like a kindness.
I do apologize and understand, okay, when I say this. Your family made a deal, and I know you guys are giving me hard times for making deals with people, but at least the soul, at least the individuals that I deal with are of a personal nature. They only give themselves up. I'm gonna say something you may not like. You might be a conduit to potentially prevent gods from coming in and ruining a realm. And Shaw may be a good thing, like she says. He may be one of the few things that allow everybody who's living here, at one person at a time, to live their own lives, uninfluenced by certain deities.
I don't understand why he would take innocent people then. My husband wasn't a part of the ritual. My daughter was 5. She was
But
a
we
child.
also don't know if they were just your memories or not.
I guess it's true.
I want
really
to know
don't like
what
that.
your family received in exchange.
Yes, that's what we need to know.
I mean, all of this aside, are you willing to break the tether and open up whatever hell may be released?
Oh,
Or
no.
goodness that may be released
Even if
to have your family back?
even if that means you're dead.
I don't know because I don't know what the gate means. I
Does
want.
it matter?
And we don't know if she can have family back. If it's a fake memory that was planted within her.
I mean, to be honest, what it says, the lost will be returned. So there's
Forgotten
more
will be
evidence of it being
awakened.
returned.
Yeah.
Making some autistic liberties.
Wait. The forgotten will be
That's what it
awakened.
says.
Maybe forgotten gods might be awakened. Doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah, it doesn't mean
It
bad,
just
doesn't
says
mean
the
good.
Forgotten Awakens.
Yeah.
But his natural 20 linked the phrasing the forgotten with the gods.
There you go.
I'm just saying, it's your tether, right? What are you willing to do to get your family?
Your tether, your choice, as I always say.
Yep. The text also says you can walk
Element
between
Draxel
worlds.
says from
So,
the back.
is there a way for you to do that without necessarily breaking this tether? Like, can you walk to the other world ostensibly?
According to Naya, yes.
So, get your little
I'm
titty taps on
I've
and let's
been
see if
trying.
can
We
do it.
try every night. That sounds bad.
Also, a side thing, right?
That's why it took him so long to investigate.
All into that body.
Under the presumption that your mage boy can see the
Mage
future,
boy.
he would already know this. Could he be trying to break the tether?
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I feel like he would have just outright attacked her.
Maybe he has to do a certain thing. Maybe she has to do it. Maybe she has to break the bond willingly.
There could,
Maybe that's why he's watching.
there
us,
could
so
be
that he can't
potentially.
leave. It's because she's with us. Fuck.
There could be forces at play that we haven't seen.
It may not be because we're after him. It may be that he's keeping tabs on her.
I'm just saying, whether or not we break the tether, we don't know what will come out, whether it be good or bad. But to be honest, is it really our choice?
Well, regardless,
It's in our hands now.
well, if we don't figure this out, I promise you, one of us is disappearing, and it's probably not going to be me.
Well, I'm
2
only
years.
halfway gone.
So, we've got.
Well, we got 2 years figured out.
So let me remind you again, I'm halfway gone. I would like my body back.
But you got your own tether.
The bruise on my
Let me
wrist
remind
says-
you again.
Hey, yeah, Aberdeen. Does her
Or
back
my
say
last
anything?
email.
Yeah, can you read my back?
Can you read my
No.
Yes.
You can, Aberdeen. You
I
did
believe
such a
in
good
you.
job.
I'll donate more to the orphanage.
I can't. I can only do it one time a day.
Oh,
So
tomorrow.
That requires like a let's say a level 3 size spoon. And I only
we'll
have
try
one
it again tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it's fine.
Is the spoon not a ritual?
Covenant languages is it a ritual?
Mine, no, it's one of my feats.
Out of character.
Regardless, we don't need to break a tether today. I think we just need to learn more about it.
Maybe we also need to learn more about the Great Silence. And the Forgotten.
Yeah.
You seem to have a personal grudge against them.
Why?
Yeah, there was a tinge of bitterness.
I can roll insight if you'd like. I got a plus 10. My passive is a 20. So.
Well, you know what? Well, I will say
I
I'm
want to
very,
worship those.
I'm very deceptive.
Oh, what's your deception?
Oh, probably outpaces
Very
mine.
high, yeah.
Plus 39.
Plus 10, we're matched.
Oh, plus 10.
So it'd be a straight roll.
An even match.
Fun for us to watch.
A
That's a
battle.
lot of heat here.
You're used to it.
An unstoppable.
I left hell. Why do I still have all this heat?
Yeah, one of the, you're right. I just feel like there are things you guys don't understand past this realm. When it says you can walk between worlds, I know it's possible. But only by the most powerful of the beings that I've been around.
Have you done that?
Insight check.
I want to see what he says first.
I personally did not send myself here, but I am not from this world.
What?
Ellen Draxel's just like,
Oh, I forgot she was
Oh,
here.
like seriously or jokingly?
no, she's very serious.
Okay.
Like, not from this world? Yeah.
And I'm going to turn directly to her and
It's
swing a
obviously
whisper
walking
and
between
say,
worlds.
I would like to speak to you privately when you can, and maybe we can discuss resonance
I'll go with you.
privately.
I don't know that she's comfortable with that. I don't know that I'd be.
You could stand outside the door if you wish. But as far as...
Is he talking to Drexel or Fairy?
Drexel?
Drexel.
Oh, I thought he was talking about.
And I will say to you guys, it's been rather annoying that you mortals have very intuitive knowledge of deals, considering that I was under the impression that this was a neutral ground. between us and other individuals because you've
Who's us?
forgotten.
How's Emberlyn reacting to this? Have you seen this before?
Nope.
I feel like the two girls over there are just being betrayed.
She was cautious about him. She's been questioning him this whole time, but she has not seen this. She does not know. But she is suspicious because he did just turn up at her cornfield.
Okay.
She's not sure how he got there.
She probably had
Children
to
with corn
So, I mean, she's had, like,
Everybody
questions.
probably grabs her hand and starts like scooching backwards, trying to pull you away from him a little bit.
Who's us? If I may.
I will ultimately say there are things that you probably cannot foresee. Neither can I. So don't ask too many questions because I don't know.
You might know who us is.
Horns, red skin.
We can infer all day and I can assume, but it makes an ass out of you and me, so. And I grew up in a cave, so I'm already an ass. So.
Yes.
Well,
I reveal not my master at this moment, but I work for forces that are very strong in a different realm.
Devils?
You can
Devils
call us
what?
that, yes.
What? Oh. Devils? They said red.
Master said they were
with
bedtime
horns and
stories.
tails.
So some sort of.
You could call us devils if you wish. That is the common name they were given.
Give the pension for deals and laws and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No, as long as you're taking people who willingly sign your book, then, you know, by all means, that's okay.
We have a certain law and order amongst our kind that we agree to. I don't take a soul without their desire to do so. Now, I will admit there's a bit of lying.
Yeah.
That may go involved, but it's a joyful thing.
When you make deals so they know what they're signing up for.
Those who are downtrodden don't care much left in this realm, and I reward them as much as I can in the next. Give them a good word with certain individuals, so that way they progress on to their full potential. Now, your Thatch, for example, I made him, well, through the deal, some sort of cambion, a very powerful lower class of demon and devil. And I'm assuming right now he's currently doing his job, living in the hells.
So does that mean who actually made the battery pack?
I'm assuming inspiration from the holder of my book.
You doing anything right now? Hearing all this?
I mean, like I said, she's been suspicious. Like, she doesn't know about this. Like, she's like freaking out secretly inside. Like, what the fuck? But he did turn up in her cornfield just randomly.
You don't want to say
And you
anything
trusted
to
him?
him.
I mean,
Come on with me, bud.
yeah. I mean, we're farmers. Like, if you're a farmer, you just kind of take people in, you know? Like, you just like let's
What a
feed you,
stereotype.
Let's clothe you. You know, he's been with you for a while, so I figured he was friendly towards me for some reason.
What are you doing now as he's saying
Well,
this?
she pulled me away.
She's
from
trying
him.
to she's trying to clothe him and bring him in.
I mean, she's looking at him and she's like, secretly she said, yeah, you just like betrayed me.
Okay.
He didn't tell me who you were when I met you.
Long story short, I did show up in a cornfield and burned it all down, but the next day it sprouted up completely. Like, I brought to them prosperity when I came.
Oh.
So she's, yeah, but then she was
Look,
cautioned by Oren that he wasn't who he said he was. And ever since then, she's been kind of like wondering who he is. But she's never seen the side of him before.
Weird.
I don't wish to worry you. I'm not here to destroy this world, I am merely observing. As far as I know, and what I've been told, I make deals so that my realm can prosper. Which, by the way, if anyone needs to make one, I guarantee a real good word. But for the most time, I'm goody good. Goody goodson. Makes it easier, and no matter how much you pry, by the way, I cannot say my normal name out here. This is not my normal thing. It is.
Beginning to gather that, yeah.
So do you know anything about the Great Silence?
Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna pass on privately talking with you. after
I forgot about
Well,
it too.
hearing all of that.
I do know I probably, and I'm going to go back to this, I do probably realize I might have messed up that potential talking to you. But,
Whoopsie daisy.
listen, this is not how it was supposed to go, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, here you go.
I think I'll pass. This time, maybe next time. No.
I'll be honest with you, Jackson.
Mhm.
You're going to be sought out by some very evil individuals, I feel.
Yeah. It seems like it.
So don't sign no books.
I'd be very cautious of anybody you deal with, but I'm just merely saying to you, I can try to ensure your safety.
I feel pretty safe. I feel fairly safe. What could harm me here? Who?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I know for a fact I've seen more powerful individuals, and your resonance performance was by far one of the coolest I've ever seen. But those outside of this realm are not affected by it.
But why would they come for me?
There's a certain gift you have in connecting with realms that I think I've denoted. Imagine if you could travel in between planes,
So
connect to their sounds and resonance, and then control all those realms.
So let me hear this correctly. You're saying that your people want me.
Yeah, for the sake of dealing with the forgotten. I don't know that for sure. I really don't. I'm not exactly the most well informed in this current form, as well as realm I'm in.
So my options are to either make a deal with a devil or be hunted by the devils.
We would not hunt you.
If you just said they were gonna be coming for me and that they are more powerful than me.
Well,
Is that not? That sounds like a threat.
I guess in some sort of sense.
I mean,
would
they can
confuse
come
you.
for me. I hope they don't get me. But
I
I'd be coming
apologize.
after you for deals.
Supposing that
supposing.
supposing that a god comes in and crushes you beneath their weight for the sake of you found some sort of divine magics that has linked you to this realm, something they've possibly created. Is it not evil then what they do to crush you beneath their feet and not let you flourish the way you are and what you describe?
Yeah, I'd be very happy to have the gods stay exactly where they are, not here.
To some degree, I'm thinking that maybe if you and I could come to terms, even to the point where the same typical terms of soul-related death and all that, I could grant you immortality. Maybe it can give you a sense of security, as well as make you a neutral state upon my patron's ability, to where you don't get involved either way.
I'll need to think about that. I don't really feel like there's much of a threat for me at the moment. Considering before this conversation, I had no idea that I was so popular. But I'll consider it. Just if I'm starting to feel the heat, I know where to go.
Do you know any good historians of the Great Silence?
Historians of no, particularly it's not really practiced or studied. The knowledge of it is so limited. Yeah, forgotten. It's usually just spoken of in a way it's how it was before.
You know of anywhere they could have information on it in a book?
There might be some back home.
On the wall.
Yeah. We've got, that's kind of their businesses.
Ancient forgotten shit.
Well, researching the silence as well as many other magic anomalies. So there might be and not I don't know, right? I don't have the clearance to get into like the archives, so I don't know the extent of it. But I know that that is a subject of research.
We have
Did-
to go there anyway.
You said Noir, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a councilwoman there, Sarah Lynn Kane? Does that ring a bell?
I would know this.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is, yes.
I would look for her. We exchanged letters. Gosh, at this point, probably a decade ago, maybe farther back. She had questions about just very rudimentary residence, just basics. But she was building a research portfolio about the loss, the great silence, and if they are connected. But I know she was, at the time, promoted onto the council, the Ebon Council. So if she's still there, maybe, but I couldn't tell you. I haven't. She's hardly an acquaintance, so I don't know. But she was asking about it, which tells me that she was potentially doing research. Here we think more progressively, not historically, which is not to say that history isn't important, but it's not going to keep our cities floating.
True. Well, I am employed directly by the council, so.
Oh, sure. Well, then you're probably familiar with it. Getting an audience with her should be easy.
So. Do we head back to Noir? That's not far from.
Yeah, we have to head there
From her
anyway,
parents.
so we could kill two
Isn't
birds,
that where-
so to speak.
Your friend is. Did he go back home? Is that what you said he did? Him. You.
Oh, Ithriel?
Yeah. His name.
His
Did
friend.
he go-
I don't know his name. I couldn't think of his
His
name.
I
bestie.
think he did say that.
Nothing.
So, nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
also, don't you
He
relate
was
to
talking,
it as
she's talking
well?
about
Yes, I
Ithriel.
am.
Well, looks like Noir is our
Let's
next
go.
bet.
Yeah.
She's gonna go back home.
Shit, you have to go back home.
I haven't done my job.
I don't think anybody's happy about this.
I
It's
ran
not going to
away.
be a happy reunion for anyone.
How long has it been? Several months? Jobs never take me this long.
Evelyn is hearing you guys kind of make these. Eleanor is
Mrs. Faraday.
is hearing you guys make these plans, and she's like, but you guys can't leave yet. Like you only just got here. You can't leave, not yet.
We have
I
to
mean,
solve
I
this
can't
for
show
Winnie.
lotion on my face.
I mean,
I mean,
but
could
we don't
take
even
a
have
day or
her.
two.
We don't even have her pack yet. She's not. You can't just give up on this.
We're not.
We're not, but we need more information about Saw and the astral plane.
Well,
We need
That's
to-
where she is.
is the Aether Heart a big version of the crystal you've gotten here?
Very big version.
So, can we not like go and kick that thing on and get her body back?
No. It's at this point, it's a matter of being able to walk between the planes, not communicate with it. You need to physically go there and bring her back.
I feel like, as much as I want to stay as well, I do feel like Bella's probably our key to figuring out how to get to the plane. So even though it's up in the air, and if you'll let me, I'll be leaving in Spark's body. But my intention is to retrieve my body, get us some answers, bring Spark back to you.
Our goal is to bring back Winnie fully. We need information to do that.
Well, at least stay the night at in my home and rest with me, and let me have breakfast with my daughter one more time.
I bet she would love some oil.
Listen, does she eat?
Yeah, no.
I think it's the sentiment.
It's like a full platter
You're not
breakfast,
here!
and you walk out with a piece of toast like a 90s character.
I'm late for school!
I'm late for the
No,
boat.
thanks, Mom!
You could- you
Four
could-
course
Late
meal.
for the boat.
You can't even bite it, you just shove it in your
Miss
face.
Faraday, I know it's a long ride, but 6 months with Flint,
What are you inferring?
Come with us.
you could have a fun time.
In Noir?
I'm just saying, take the boat ride to Noir.
He's saying so you can be with
You
Flint.
can be with Flint and Robot Winnie for 6 months.
Is that how long it takes?
Yes,
She
that's how long
has.
the boat ride there was.
Listen, she
Lord.
has not left this place in
What are you gonna do?
A decade?
Some boat.
decade.
It's been a
I'll
while.
look into a fight with a werewolf.
Yeah. I don't imagine. You're welcome, of course.
Could be fun. Could be fun. Should be
It could be fun. At my age, fun is not what I search for. There seems to be a very big question mark and gap in my knowledge, and I need to fill it. And right now, I don't know how to walk between worlds, and I need to find out how.
If I could make that happen for you, would you want to do?
Yes.
I'll be straight up with you.
I'm so,
Regardless of what you
did
heard.
you just hear the conversation that he had about selling your soul to his
She has.
selling?
She has ears.
I'm aware. I've known her longer. But
I'm saying for the sake of your mother, because a mother's love is stronger than you imagine.
I'm sure it is. But I also don't want her fate to be a cambion in the hells.
Your mother could live forever, serving and making creations more powerful than she could ever do in this mortal realm.
Oh, shit.
Death
Should've
will not
thought of
befall her. She will know the knowledge to walk between realms.
Uh-oh.
Her
She
eyes
could
were
go-
just dollar signs.
She could go and personally retrieve your body in safety.
Uh-oh.
Do know that she understands the cost, I'm sure. Your soul, in the book, working under my master and myself.
Who's your master?
Who is your master?
We all got one.
Seamus is scaring me.
My character's a little
It's
fucking
good,
annoying.
yeah.
It's okay.
It actually like kind of I was like, ooh.
Falter jabs Telly in the ribs. It's like, you heard the phrase, don't poke the bear, don't poke the fucking devil.
My master has horns too.
When I become my true form in this realm, I will give you my master's name. That lies with myself being able to talk to individuals, convince them otherwise. I give you nothing but honesty in a normal world of deception. There's law that we live under. Your soul.
Let me speak with him.
She wants to talk to your manager.
Yeah.
Karen!
I like to talk to your manager.
She lets her hair down and it's a perfect like Karen cut.
Bob.
Would you be amenable to a private conversation? You could involve your daughter, seeing as how that involves her as well.
I'd just like to speak with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, how would I do this? I take open the book, I open it up, and I'll just take a couple pages on either side and crumple them up together. And then while I'm opening the book, I'll try to channel Osmodeus to see if the paper kind of like starts to smoke with a little bit of flame from my hands, and see if I can summon him. You guys will hear me because I'll say it out loud. My name is Izrazan.
Rozan.
Yeah.
Isro.
I'm summoning you, Osmodeus.
Rozan.
Did you say his name?
Too bad you don't get to walk talking in rest.
Well, it's in the other language, but you kind of pick out how I stop and say Izrazan and Osmodeus. And I'm hoping he's willing to talk to me right now because why not?
He's about to get a good deal.
That's a good deal.
I mean, your mom's soul is a juicy soul.
That's a juicy
I also want to make sure that I'm not going to get fucked out of this deal.
Ooh! Demon time!
Do not,
Demon time!
also, do not cut
I'm
the end of this session before we can talk to this
Passed out.
Hanging out with some dead bodies.
You guys see the crystal in the center of the room melt. Just
Oh, I don't know.
and stepping up and out of this crystal,
Oh, God.
you see the wings unfurl as this devil being steps. And as he's stepping off of this platform to the same level as you guys, he starts to change his shape. And he's wearing a, similar to Goody, a sharp dressed suit. He's got black hair slicked back. He's got, I don't know what's going on with the Bluetooth. It's pissing me the
It's
fuck off.
weird. I
dude.
don't know.
It keeps like skipping, and I don't know why it's doing it. It's been doing it all session. I keep trying to like fuck with it, but whatever. It's gonna add to the ambiance.
It's messing with reality.
So he slicks.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like he has his hair slicked
Interrupting
back, open collar, just like black tuxedo, not tuxedo, but suit, clean shaven. Steps down, and he's looking at everyone here, including Elowin
Miss Faraday.
and Miss Faraday. And he tilts his head down just to kind of take in what's here, and he looks to what's your devil name? Israeldon. He looks to you, and then he looks to Emberlyn. Why am I here? Speak.
Forgiveness, my lord. I come to make a deal with you in regards to Eleanor Faraday. I know I tried to some degree to get Eleanor, but that may take more convincing, and they requested to speak with you personally, Miss Faraday. She needs to travel between worlds from here to the astral plane to retrieve her daughter's body. Her mind and spirit is inside of this structure.
And he looks to you in your robot form.
Oh, like, damn.
And he just goes, come. And you don't move, but your body just pulls. And she just like classic arms back, just and you stop in front as he puts his hand out and stops, and he looks you up and down. You're right, she's not here. This is nothing. There's no soul here. And then he looks to Miss Faraday. And he bows to her. Just kind of tilts his head.
Oh, what the fuck? Why?
It's called respect.
That's called David.
Ma'am. Mrs. Faraday.
Motherfucker.
Let me reintroduce myself.
She's already made these deals.
If you thought I would let you renegotiate, you were mistaken. I gave you your wealth. I gave you your inspiration. And this is how you repay me. This is what you brought me here to do. To smite this woman down in front of her child.
You can't see my emotion on my face.
No, your lord, I was unaware that she had a previous deal, and I very much apologize. I'm here doing the best that I can.
Which of your senses are blind? Can you not smell? Can you not see? Can you not hear? Or is it all of the above to make you blind to see that this woman is clearly too talented for a mortal? And Elowin is now hovering in the air as he's raising his hand up, Darth Vader style. Fuck me, dude.
Faraday.
Miss Faraday
What do you need, Mom?
is floating in the air as he's now holding her up.
Can I whisper to my mom as this is happening?
Sure.
Mother, when did you make a deal?
Not now. And he then looks at Emberlyn. He says, why does she not have a deal with me? Her soul is ripe.
Under the understanding that she could gain my trust, which unfortunately I think I may have just lost to some degree. She is powerful, but she needs to realize her power. I am very much hindered in my current form, but I serve her the best that I can. She needs more time to realize.
And then he looks at Aberdeen.
No.
Miss Faraday is now floating closer to him, slowly behind your robotic body as he's looking down at Aberdeen. Really? This one. You can't get this one.
I am currently in a deal process with the one that
We're in an active negotiation.
Her handler has been in the way, okay?
He's out of the way now.
Oh, you're right. Thrice. Hold on.
Okay.
With the two bodies, he's been out of breath as he's been trudging along. You get poofed into this moment, and flash, you see everything that just happened in front of you. You see this dude. You don't know what happened because you didn't see him walk out of a fucking crystal. You see this guy looking at Aberdeen, and he says, "Oh, this handler."
And holding a robot.
she's entrusted to him to some degree.
And he goes, you got one. Welcome. And he you see him roll his eyes back for a moment. Thrice.
Do you have to look deep for that one?
I have many deals made.
He talks to a lot of people.
Miss Faraday pulls a little closer as he's just bringing her close. And he's looking at Aberdeen still.
I'll step in front.
Thank you.
She needs it.
She won't get it.
She is in pain.
I would love to relieve her of her pain, but she's clouded.
Everybody's gonna have a heart attack.
Okay, I got rid of her back.
Would you like to see her again?
No.
What? She said what?
What?
I changed my voice to be Thrice. Aberdeen.
Don't listen to him.
Your mother
That's
is
not
just
me. You know
clearly
it's
a
not me.
signature away.
Listen to it deeply.
She
You'll tell
loves
it's
you.
not my voice.
Imagine your
Come
father
on.
getting back the love
It's
of
been
his life.
how many years, Aberdeen?
Your brother
Oh, don't fall for such cheap parlor
hugging
tricks.
his mother once more, being so long away from her.
Silence. Aberdeen,
Don't listen to him either.
do you trust this man?
No.
She's talking about you.
Oh, me?
Yes. I was just about to say.
That was a Freudian slip.
I was just about to say that. Aberdeen, do you trust me?
No. Do you trust him?
Guys, talk about
Yeah.
There's no reason to lie. He will not punish you
Do you trust the man that killed your brother?
Damn.
Technically, it was partially that one's fault. The woman got the head. We'll talk about it later. It's a long story. We'll
Right.
deal with it later. This is not the time.
Look at me.
I was involved.
How? How are you involved?
Aberdeen. Aberdeen.
I'm busy.
And you see her like a.
He's just grinning back. Just
Oh no.
That's right.
There she is.
that's right.
Uh-oh.
Let it out. You want to know how we did it?
Ooh.
We do. Man, we do.
Lucy is over here, on edge.
She's grabbing his leg.
Why don't you tell her, Thrice?
I don't want to know.
Not in present company.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let
With
you
his
tendrils come
with
in.
his other hand, now he raises both, and he has Miss Faraday in one hand, and rising, being pulled up, is Aberdeen in the other.
Okay, good. No.
And he's pulling them both in. He says,
Thrice is not gonna just let that go. And so if you want to knock him out or something, because he gonna start pulling and fighting and throwing knives and shit.
Tell her what
Just
happened.
Tell her.
Tell her what happened, Bryce. Aberdeen, you feel a slight suffocation on your throat as he starts to squeeze a little.
Your truth.
The anticipation is killing me, Thrice. And it seems to be killing her, too.
There was a mark. I followed out the mark. I didn't know who it was until after it was done.
He releases the hold on your throat.
What do you mean you don't know? How would you not know? It's my brother.
Well, he
You had to
didn't.
know when you saw it.
No, I hadn't seen him in a decade. He didn't look like your brother anymore.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's still in the shirt?
Sure. Because I actually don't know.
Well, I definitely would be due to that shit roll. Yeah, it's barely got a little-
Get warm up.
3. It's 2.
I also love that Trey's been like out of this session doing his own thing until this moment. It's
moment.
like, talk about way to get pulled into the role play.
23.
I mean,
Damn!
it's true. He didn't know until after.
How soon after?
Right after.
Immediately after.
So who's the dead guy?
He started talking, and all of a sudden,
So did you know, like, as you were doing it? Kind of thing?
pretty yeah. There's a bunch that happens after he dies, but yeah,
So as you're killing him, you knew.
Yeah.
Okay. So you knew.
he was beyond.
Did Did you stop after you
No. He didn't know. He essentially snuck in and hit him with the signature move from behind, and then as he was dying. Like,
Okay.
Dying
what he's
grass.
saying, a bunch of stuff happened was like as he was dying.
As he was dying, he's.
But he had there
Like,
was
there
no
was
way.
no turning back.
Yeah, it's not like he saw him. It was like, oh,
Okay.
you're the guy. That's cool. Like, I'll give him a little
There's
bit.
no saving chance.
No, I like insight check. He's telling the truth. He didn't know until it was
Yeah.
too late.
As it's too late. Okay. I think she's just processing right now. Like she doesn't even know what to say. It's all those emotions are just going on inside of her, and she's just.
You see him just lowering Aberdeen back to the ground and releasing her, still holding on to Miss Faraday.
How dark is it in this room?
Pretty fucking dark
Pretty dark,
right now.
I would assume.
We'll keep it like this. Yeah, probably about.
All right, I'm
pretty
gonna sneak Aberdeen off and then use my cloak to the back to take us out of there. So if anybody's
Oh
on
my
stealth.
god, you.
I probably didn't see that, but.
Yeah, you guys leave. He doesn't care.
Thank you, Matt Aberdeen.
You guys get out of there.
She's not gonna resist
The
you,
seed of
but
doubt
she's-
has been
Yeah.
She's
planted.
not
He
gonna
did what
And
he wanted to do.
she still trusts him.
He did exactly what he wanted.
That little devil.
I wouldn't say it's trust. I think there's just
But he's still holding Miss Faraday,
denial, probably.
and he was asking, "Why did you think you could renegotiate?" And she's weeping at this point. She says, "My daughter is taken. I need her back. Take whatever you need from me. I already did what you want. I already did what you wanted. Like, just take it. Take what's left. I need her back." And he looks at her. He says, "Sign the book. This deal will be with my associate." And she's just hovering there as you bring the book to her.
Yeah.
And she signs. And she writes something in, which I'll tell you later. She writes something in, closes it. And you just see, like, as it closes, for the first time, you see like this little like a flame just instead of a flame like coming out of him, it's like a little flame just swirls and goes into like his like suit pocket right there in the front, just like a little deposit.
That's cool.
And he's like, "Deal accepted." And she drops to the floor, and he just steps back, and "I'll see you all soon." and turns and steps back into the crystal. And as he like floats down into it, like stepping down into it, the crystal takes its form back up and reshapes into the full size. So, you know.
So lots to discuss.
I'm gonna immediately go to my mom.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna immediately go to my mom.
It's like walking out of a movie theater.
I know.
Yeah.
Um,
Credits roll.
and I'm like, I assume that she like kind of fell to the ground. Maybe he's like, you know, on the ground. So I get down and I'm like, what did you write in that book? Am I still in a robot?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you write in that book?
I wrote in the book that I wanted my daughter back.
That's all you said. No details. Like, what does that could mean? So many different things.
I said I will give anything for my daughter to come back.
How long ago did you make a deal with him before?
30 years?
How old are you?
33.
Something like that.
Maybe after that memory, or so.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I just don't trust devils and what they do. I'm a bit worried that when you say that I will do anything or I would give anything, that could mean a lot of different things that maybe you're not anticipating, that we're not anticipating, that I'm not anticipating. I don't know if I'm smiling, but
I think that your feelings are valid in this, but I'm making the decision that's best for me and for you.
what did you write before? What was your first deal?
Well, I think it's still active. It's hard to tell. The man speaks cryptically, but I want it to be the world's most famous inventor. And
But why was it worth making a deal with the devil? You were always intelligent and capable and driven and passionate. What made you go and grovel to a devil to gain what you could have done with your own hard work?
Imagine your child starving.
you didn't know me back then. I was none of those things. You only know me as the woman now. I was not driven. I was not incredibly intelligent. I wasn't charismatic. I wasn't any of those things that you see me as now. That's why I made the deal. I wanted to be something. And I did. And I've lived a good life.
But you didn't achieve it.
I absolutely did. He just gave me the tools. I still had to do the work.
Does father know you did this?
It'd be the same as if saying like wealthy people can put their kids in the best schools and so that's why they're successful. No, the kid still has to do the job. They still have to do the homework and learn. But they had the equipment to do it. That he gave me the equipment to do it.
Does father know
It wasn't
you made
given to
this
me. I still earned it.
deal?
No.
And you bought it at a higher price.
No, I paid for it, yes.
With your soul, I assume? Like, is that the plan, that you're gonna end up in the hells after you die?
Burning, being tormented.
That's actually a pretty popular
Eustace burst into
misconception
flames.
about
Don't say
love.
anything when he died.
Eustace's body was used to dispose.
I didn't burn his
Do you not
body.
think that every deal starts off with torture?
Well, they're bedtime stories, as I was told. It does.
Bedtime stories are there to make you fear. Gods took over this realm. They make happiness in their stories, and they make us look like evil.
He walked out of a crystal and almost killed a child.
She's not a child.
We'll make her
Child.
at this
She
point.
just
We'll
acts
make our
like
way
one.
back.
Okay.
Small person.
I'm a small.
I'm just saying.
Whoa, small people stuff out of here.
Oh, we started with bullshit. We ended with bullshit. Okay.
My lord did not kill her. He merely to make thrice do as he wished.
Well, he could have.
So under duress.
But did he?
Well,
He would have. He would have.
He would have.
He would have.
He would have.
He would have killed me too.
What does he want with me?
You are someone important.
Apparently,
I honestly don't know.
I have nothing.
It may have something to do with what's on your wrist. Hand. That's what I meant.
Was that Rolex or
I'm
what?
a robot. I can't see very well right now. I'm still getting adjusted.
I have gloves on.
You've shown us.
Do you remember what it looks like?
But yeah, I gave what I thought was a fair price.
You regret it?
No. Look at what I've accomplished.
Well, you made a deal.
You're not here.
Yeah, you're
No,
not.
I'm back.
Yeah, he did say
Oh,
to
you're
come back.
back.
Okay.
Look what I've been able to accomplish.
Yes.
She has a lot of bad qualities, but she didn't make the wrong choice.
Tell me what my mother has in terms of qualities.
Okay.
Don't compliment my mother in front of me.
That's my job.
If I may say, while this is happening, I do go over to you.
He said
And you-
that.
I will immediately step in front.
I offer her no ill will.
I don't care.
I say to you, Aberdeen, I kneel down on one knee. Sometimes we are hurt by those that we love the most. I offer you a hug. No deal. Just know that I am compassionate.
She's gonna actually look at you for the first time, and then just put her head back down. No, she doesn't address anything, doesn't say anything, doesn't reach out forward or anything, but eye
I
contact.
got eye contact.
That's good.
Yeah, I was there.
Progress.
Say the eye contact.
I will take that.
It is. Makes you wonder how many great heroes of our time are only great because they made a deal.
All of them.
Just
I'm
sad.
surprised I was not able to sniff this one out.
It's a pretty high amount.
That's sad. Quite disappointing.
Well,
You grew up in a cave. Like
Yeah.
being a master, I would assume that that's also part of
It could be. I hope not.
you. You don't have names, you have numbers. I would just say that feels like,
Like
a deal.
abuse, sure. But
Abuse, sure.
Mrs.
I wasn't going to throw that word out there, but since it's already out there.
Miss Faraday is going to continue to talk to her robot daughter. And she says, listen, I've made my choices and those are my choices. Your judgment doesn't affect me at this point. I've been living with this decision for 30 years. However, I think it is time that you take over the family business, if you'll have it. Your father doesn't have what it takes.
Oh, he's still alive.
I am not judging you. I'm merely just speaking out of concern for your soul in the afterlife. I can't imagine what was going through your mind when you made the decision to make this deal in the first place. I was but a child. And in terms of the family business, I think that discussing that further once we're home would be a better, I guess, environment than here.
I don't think there's anything to discuss. It can't go into your father's hands, and I don't have much time left.
Mm-hmm. I would like to discuss it further, though, logistics-wise.
Fair enough.
And maybe when I'm, hoping that we can get the body back and
Back in flesh and
those
blood.
things, yes.
Darling,
I'd rather not operate.
Darling.
Yes.
when your body comes back, I will not be here. I hope you know that. I don't want you to be surprised by that fact, and I'm going to have to come to accept it myself, but that's sort of the arrangement that has been made.
Are you going to be the one to retrieve it?
I hope so.
Okay.
Just like last time, and she looks to Tellison, it's not just a gift. I asked for the knowledge to understand how. And when I do, this could take days, weeks, months, I don't know. But I will. I'll figure it out. I'll get your body back. But when that happens, I've come to accept that that will be when the family business transfers ownership, if you know what I mean. And I've lived a good life. I really have. Your father's has a dear place in my heart. But it's time, you know? It's time. And I think the best thing I can do for my legacy is to put it in very capable hands. So hopefully you can continue everything I've done here, but with your own ambition. And you don't need a devil to make you good, because you're already good.
You do take ownership of everything she wishes. No deal attached.
Exactly.
I don't know that I'm the capable hands that you think that I am. I mean, you've seen Swiss, he's in pieces. I can barely put him back together when he does get hurt in battle, and now I'm standing in one of 20, 30 of your creations that I could only even imagine to see, let alone build. Like, I feel like there's no way that I'd be capable of continuing something like this without something like that to help me.
You can make it whatever you want. The business is successful. It's self-sustaining. If you want to get back into shipbuilding, get into shipbuilding. If you want to build more variants of Swiss or Spark or whatever, follow your passion. I feel very good about being able to give you the freedom that so many people don't have, which is you can do whatever you want in life because I made the decisions that allowed it. It's the best I can do as a parent, I think. I fucked myself. I did. Probably eternally.
Multiple times.
But at least when I'm serving, whatever that may mean, to Asmodeus, I know in my heart you'll be up here with everything you could ever want.
You've obviously given me a lot to think about. And a lot to think about.
Hopefully by the time you all return from Noir, I will have figured this out. But it sounds like that might be some time. So let's go get some rest. And maybe I will take you up on traveling. I can build a portable workshop. If I only have a year left, might as well
It's got
spend,
fairly big shit.
I might as well spend it with, friendly faces.
Be nice not to work the deck and your sparks could work the deck. Trying to scrub the fucking planks.
Some of the sparks will need to stay to ensure the business stays running.
Yeah.
But you're right.
I won't be one of them.
You will.
No.
So, you guys come back, the two of you. How did that go?
Where'd y'all go and how long were you there?
Where'd you go? And
Just go right outside the door.
How bad was it?
Look, I just snuck, out. Hit us in the dark. That's what the bat does. We didn't go very far, but because he immediately left, so. I mean, I can't move fast while I'm sneaking and holding up a child.
I'm 19.
Yeah, she is a young adult.
I mean, she is
You're also
practically a
19.
child.
so, yeah, you guys come back. Miss Faraday starts to head back up to, her house, and you guys can follow along and kind of walk this time. You don't need to sprint down. So it's going to take you guys a few minutes to get back to the house. Is there anything you guys want to talk about to wrap up? I feel like there's a lot that happened, and I don't know if there's anything. I don't want to just end it
It is
abruptly.
processing time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I assume at some point
Speak to your revelations.
Yeah,
you're gonna
oh
try to
shit.
talk to me.
Maybe.
Assume.
Maybe. I'm gonna watch
And Aberdeen's just gonna look at you.
need time to think.
And then she's just gonna walk over to her side
Ooh.
and just stand next to. Well, she can have her own little cozy time
Yeah.
over here. But she's just gonna walk over to Emberlyn and just hover. She's not really gonna talk to you,
That's
honestly.
fine.
She's just gonna
She's not
hover.
like mood talk at the moment. We're just processing everything.
And if you try to talk to her, she's not gonna respond. She's not yelling. She's not screaming. She just.
I'm gonna take the token off of the decapitated body.
Still want
Gerald.
those?
Yeah. Yeah.
Teleported in with him.
You could have asked Devilman to speak with that.
I was in a little different mindset.
Call him back. hit the
Renegotiate, please.
the redial. Hit the redial real quick.
But I'll leave the bodies. I won't take them anymore. I don't think I could.
After
Drax
they've
is
been
like-
all around the city.
Jackson's like, what the fuck?
I can burn them.
I kind of imagine that like
No, please don't.
like when I was teleported, I had already gotten to the point of like exhaustion. Was probably sitting down and then was reemerged.
I like to imagine you stumbled across like a little dumb cleric or something like, can you speak with him? Like, oh yeah, easy. And then you get this and you get teleported.
You know, I feel like Speak with Dead's a lost art. No one ever asked me about that. I'm really
It's my
excited.
specialty.
I'm really excited to really crack into this book of the undead.
I'm kind of just glad that I didn't get confronted by more guards.
As you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna die again.
So,
Please no die during downtime.
you guys all get back to the Mrs. Faraday's moving castle.
Yes.
And you all get a full night's rest. And let's see.
Oh, I can comprehend
Trey.
everything again.
Trey, you
Tway.
you should have a ability. You should have a ASI increase because of killing Garrick Ford.
Cool.
One of your goals. There was another one.
Me?
Yeah, I need to look at my goals.
I think I got one.
Yeah. Hannah, you get one for understanding the connection between the astral plane and your tattoos.
Cool.
I helped
You don't have to find out what caused everyone to forget her family yet because you don't know
Oh, sorry.
what that might be.
No, that makes sense.
And then Winnie, you can choose whether or not you get the goal that
I need to remember where my goals are.
you can come over here. I have them. Scroll down to it's just you. This is the
only
one
have
that I
one
had
goal
checked
left.
because of the conversur You
I
can
have
choose to or
all
not, but at least she gave you
Four,
approval,
whatever.
so that's why I have that
Yeah.
one
I
checked.
think I have four
Uh,
instead of two.
This one also kind of
determined.
goes hand in hand with that, but that's more like that's like an end of the
My mom
character type of
died.
thing.
I got one
Or
more
actually,
left.
whenever if you decide to take over the forge or
Yeah,
whatever, like you can
great. My best
decide to
friend
keep doing what
you
she
know,
was
been
doing or
like,
completely
my whole life.
rebrand to your thing.
I think I need
Which
therapy.
also could fall into this.
Yeah.
Hannah?
Okay. You
Yeah,
know,
this-
you
actually, all of these
For many
this
reasons.
Yeah,
I
because she got
think
the because she got the approval.
Then
Yeah, for
yes,
sure.
from
Yeah.
some therapy.
You can change this goal if you want because his.
Would
If you had to if you had to diagnose Aberdeen,
So if you want to
would be-
find another goal,
would
you
be the
can.
title.
Selective
But definitely have
mutism.
this one so you have an ability
What's
to
that?
increase.
Selective mutism. It's when psychologically you just cannot communicate for whatever. Like it's not that you can't talk; it's that you can't get past this barrier.
Oh, okay.
So selective mutism is definitely one.
Yep.
Maybe panic disorder.
Probably. It's kind of part of it. Okay.
Generalized panic disorder.
Generalized panic disorder.
And we get an ASI or a feat, or just an ASI?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. ASI or feat.
ASI up to 24 or a feat.
I've been feeding it up.
Yeah, the feats are really good now, so
Oh,
I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised
I'm
if, people-
looking. I'm taking
if the foot fetish goes crazy now. So that makes
Yeah, I'll
sense.
turn into a.
What?
What? Oh, was that not what we're talking about with feats? Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Feeding it up.
All right. Well, that's where we'll wrap up today's session. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Back in 2 weeks.
That was my favorite session.
That's-
That was crazy.
Yeah. That was
Which is
so
crazy because you guys literally just went from like upstairs to downstairs of the same place. Like you didn't really go. You didn't like
It
a
was
lot
like
happened
all
without
roleplay.
anything happening. You know?
That was so
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
it was a 5-footer, but
Yeah.
boy, almost.
Hell yeah.
It's a